Oh, who's back in the building? Is that Tony Reviews? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Today's topic, Devin Haney. Is he the future of 140? Is he the number one 140-pound fighter? I say, I don't know and no. So first and foremost, I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what your opinion is. In my opinion, Jack Catterall is the number one guy, regardless how he's looked after he beat Josh Taylor. He still won his fights, even though he has not looked as good in his performances since Josh Taylor. However, I believe he should be undisputed right now, period. There should have been no Regis Prograis fighting Zepeda, who has lost in every title fight for a vacated title that Josh Taylor let go because he was too scared to do the rematch with Jack Catterall, period. So, in my opinion, that is the number one guy to beat. Devin Haney. He had an amazing performance. He looked great. He looked flawless. He made no mistakes. But make no mistakes, I don't think that was a prime Regis. I really don't. See, I've been hanging out on another boxing channel, and I need to start putting my predictions back on here because I made predictions over there. But at the end of the day, I knew Devin was going to win it easily. Why? Because I saw Regis fight Zarilla and the fight before. Regis knew that he was in for a real fight. Why? Because he even said, you're only picking me because you think I'm a cherry pick, because you saw the Zarilla fight, but you're wrong. Well, they weren't wrong. They did exactly what they thought they were going to do to Regis, and they did it easily. The thing about Regis is this. He's 34 years old. Fighters get old overnight, and they get old at different times in their life. Some guys can fight till they're 40. Some guys are grandpas by the time they turn 30. Aging is a motherfucker. It just works out that way. What's going on, Prodigal? How you doing? Welcome to the building. But aging just works like that. And in my opinion, the reason why I picked Haney to win the way that he was going to win and the way that he did win is because I saw the writing on the wall. Regis Prograis had the foot speed of a cheetah with no legs. Plain and simple. He looked old against Zarilla. His timing was off. His reaction was off. His movement was off. He was slow all the way around. He got put on his ass by a guy who had no punching power. And now this is 2 fights in a row that he's been put on his pockets. So, again, I don't believe that this was the best Regis Prograis. Just like I don't believe that Josh Taylor that Teofimo Lopez beat was the prime Josh Taylor. That dude should have lost, should have been coming off of a loss, was out of the ring for almost a year and a half. I think 16 months, so a year and 4 months if I'm not mistaken. And allegedly he had 2 injuries during that time. He was stripped of, 1 or 2 of his titles during that time as well. So when Teo called Josh Taylor, it was a diminished Josh Taylor, just like Regis Prograis was a diminished version of himself. Yes, they are both great wins. Yes, they are credible wins. Yes, they're good names to have on your resume. But make no mistake, these guys were nowhere near their prime. They were nowhere near their pinnacle. They were nowhere near their best. They were aged. It's the changing of the guards. You have the 135-pound fighters moving up who are young, and the guys who should have moved up, the 40-pound fighters, they never did. But they're at the end. They're at the end of their career. I guarantee you Regis Prograis does not become a 3-time champion like he said he wanted to. I guarantee it. And I also guarantee Josh Taylor does nothing in his career. Even though he's only 32 years old, he's aged. He's done. He's finished at the top. You can see it in the way they fight. You can see it in the reaction time. You can see it in the hand speeds. So the writing was on the wall, in my opinion. Both good wins, not taken away from it, but they did not beat the best guys of the division. So again, even with these 2 good wins, Devin beating who we just saw in Regis and Teo beating Josh, I still believe Jack Catterall is the number 1 guy to beat. And I'm not saying that neither one of them dudes could beat him, but that's the fight that needs to get made. Outside of that, you got Rolly, who picked up a belt off of an old man who was 92 years old that was whooping his ass, and Tony Wheat saved him with a bullshit stoppage. So that's an easy title to get if you want to unify, if you're either one of those guys. But I also want to say this. I had a debate. I won't call it an argument, but I had a debate with a guy. Yeah, AJ, I'll drop the link 1 second. Just let me get this off real fast. I had a debate with a dude who has a screen name of Achilles. That's what he goes by on YouTube in the different panels. And he tried to tell me that there's no way guys are putting on 20 plus pounds by fight night. You know what's so crazy about that? Today, it was put out by Michael Benson that Devin Haney weighed 165 on fight night, which means he gained 25 pounds, which means what I was telling this dude yesterday, where fighters can easily gain 20 to 30 pounds by fight night after the weigh-ins, was confirmed. That's why I love time. Time always proves me right. It's just a matter of time before time has a chance to do it. But in time, y'all will see I am right all the time, every time. But let me drop this link real fast. Let's see what y'all think. Again, I'm not taking away from the win, but make no mistake, Regis Prograde, the writing on the wall was there for him. That's why he even admitted himself that he was a cherry pick. So there's that. I'll give it a few seconds before I continue. We'll let some people hop on the panel and see where it goes. It's been so long since I've been live. Ah. All right, let's see here. There's one person in the background. Age. Long time.
What up, man?
What's good?
We don't see you anymore. What's going on?
So, I lost the spirit to drop videos on a regular because
I get it. I get it. I get it. I understand. So no need to explain.
No. It's just all the copyright strikes. That's all it is. I get tired of making videos and then get hit by a fake ass strike that I have to fight.
I mean, you don't show any footage in those videos, so I don't know
None.
like I don't understand that at all. Like that's why I say it's personal. Somebody's got it out for you or something, man.
They do. And the thing about it is I win every fucking time. That's what's so stupid about it. Every time I win.
Ugh, God. But how you been, man?
Been good. Been good.
Better than the whole copyright BS. But I before you ask, I saw the card over the weekend. Good card. Money well spent. I enjoyed all the fights. Except the Ebony Bridges fight, that was a little scrappy for my taste. But I definitely thought she lost. The Yoshida definitely deserved the win. So I'm glad they didn't rob her.
Yeah. What's going on, fellas?
How you doing, Prodigal?
What's up, Prodigal?
All as well.
Ebony Bridges to me reminds me of McNo Skills. She's no good. She just gets close, tries to do little pity patters to people's bodies and maul them. That's all she does, but she has no technical ability at all.
I agree with that. It's like I don't. I mean, at times it's funny. Even though she has good wins, I've always had a question mark on her. It's like, how good is she really? I mean, it's not like she. Cause I never thought she'd dominate. Bantamweight, and I don't think, honestly, I could be wrong here, but I'm skeptical she won that Nina Hughes fight. I think I had Nina Hughes beating her, I had Dina Thorslund beating her, and it's just lucky that they didn't get to her before this year's cheated chick did. But I never really. I mean, like she's cool and all, but not. I don't think she's really elite world level. If I'm being honest.
Nah, she's not. She is technically inept. She's not good.
Yeah. She's also pretty old too. I didn't realize she was like, yeah. She's in her late 30s.
Yeah.
But that's relative in female boxing because they could be like well into their 40s and be champions.
Oh yeah. Like they have female fight usually age gracefully. It's like they'll be in late age, but they can still really compete at a top tier level. Like a lot of them anyway. So.
Yeah, women go much older in fighting.
Yeah, they're much better than the men do.
It's diminishing returns. Men have a lot more that they lose physically, so you can see it a lot earlier. That's why women last so much longer.
Yeah, but Tony, you made some interesting points at the beginning of the video. I think great wins, but I think T.O. and now Devin got these guys at the right time. I mean, I'm not taking. I mean, honestly, I expected the fight to be a little more competitive. But it was actually shot. I actually felt bad for Regis after the fight. I really did. It's like, oh, poor Regis, man. I really feel for this because he got embarrassed.
That's what I was saying. The funny thing is, they both kind of peaked against each other. I feel like Taylor and Prograis.
When they fought, correct, exactly. Because I think, let me see, how many times did Josh Taylor fight after that? I think he only fought 2 times. Like he had a mandatory defense, which he won in a round, which wasn't competitive. Then he fought Jose Ramirez. Then that's the best we saw of him, and that was it.
And then he got his ass whooped by Catterall.
And I picked him to beat Jose Ramirez too. I mean, I wasn't sure he'd do it, but I still picked him to win the fight regardless. Because I just thought, he fought the better competition. Style-wise, he was better. I never really rated Jose Ramirez anyway. So,
Ramirez should have lost the post style. He lost that fight.
Yes, I agree. That's what I thought too. I didn't score it at the time, but I saw it live, and it's like, what the heck? Like, I think Postal just won this fight, man. But then they robbed him. Yep. And what's funny is like the same judges for that fight were the same judges for the Ramirez-Taylor fight, and they tried to rob Taylor in that fight too.
They did.
Yeah. Because, I mean, how you going to have it that close when he dropped him twice and dominated mostly all, won at least 8 of the rounds? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, but the fix was in. I mean, like, Jose Ramirez, he was meant to win that fight, not Josh Taylor. So, that's no, I mean, but he upset the apple cart and he won. So, yeah. So they had to give it to him.
Yeah, they didn't have a choice. Like,
if he hadn't got the knockdowns, it would have been a controversial. I could probably see a draw or something like that, or Jose. They probably
he would have lost. He would have lost.
It either would have been a draw. They would have robbed him. So
he said, "Teal stops Devin Haney." I don't know, because here's the thing about it. And I was talking to another dude last night on a different channel, but he was saying that he just believes that 140 was overhyped. And I was trying to tell him that I don't think that they were overhyped. I just think they're past their better days. And I never got to make the point because, on panels that don't really moderate, just everybody talks over everybody. So it's impossible to get anything off. But here's the thing about Tio. If 140 was so overhyped, he should have came in and ran through 140, but he didn't. He damn near lost his
Sandor Martin.
Yep.
Sandor Martin. I mean, it's funny because it's funny because even though he dominated camp, he still looked a little sketchy. You know what I mean? It wasn't. Yeah. I mean, it was, even though he won it clearly. It's like, okay, well, but then he goes in there with Barton, looked the way he did, and honestly, I think I had it a draw when I saw it. If not edging it to Martin, but then then he dominates Josh Taylor. But I'll tell you who the guy at 140 to beat is, and I don't think anybody's going to go anywhere near him.
Don't say it. I'm going to disagree. Go ahead.
Tell me. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Matthias.
Matthias, yeah.
This dude's a bum.
Nah, hey, man. I don't know.
He a bum.
Nah, man.
Look, this is my problem. Matthias already got his ass whooped by a bum. Yes, he avenged his loss by knocking the guy out that beat him. But he's been dropped by guys with no power because he's reckless. Ergashev, who had a padded record, who fought absolutely nobody, and just his record looks good. But if you look at his record, it's got no substance. Controlled that dude with a jab for the first 3 rounds. The dude couldn't even land a shot. Like, I'm telling you, somebody like Devin Haney would eat that guy alive.
I don't think he'll fight him, though, do you?
I don't know. I think Devin's going up to 147.
They're trying to set him up with the Tio fight.
That's the fight I think he will take, honestly. I mean, that makes sense.
I agree with that comment. Loma did beat Haney.
He did. Yeah, he did. I had him winning.
You said Tio and Haney?
No. What Matthias? It's supposed to be Tio and Matthias is next.
Oh, yeah. You're right. Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, for June or some shit. Yeah, I heard. Yeah.
I mean, stylistically, that's a good fight. You got a counter puncher against a come forward fighter. So
pressure fighter, yeah. So
yeah. So I mean, it's good. I just think a guy with any technical boxing ability that can use the jab just easily beats that dude.
But it's just that the way he's been making guys quit and just got a body on his record. The guy scares me. He scares me. He's scaring me.
Who has he made quit?
Oh, his last 5 opponents quit.
5 fights, right. But who are these 5 opponents?
Let me see.
Ergashev was the last one.
actually kind of rated Ponce. Actually, I thought he had a chance. I mean, I didn't pick him to win, but I thought he had a chance.
That dude, look at his record. He's another one that ain't fought nobody.
Let me see who Jukambayev. I didn't really know much about him going into that fight.
My point is,
but I mean, I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. I mean, but honestly, it doesn't matter anyway because I don't think anybody's about to clamor to fight Matias. I mean, I want to see these fights, but it's like I think honestly he's too high risk. Nobody's going to take the chance.
And he's not a needle mover per se.
Yeah, I mean, he's not like a really big name or a known guy. You know what I'm saying? He's kind of like a low, like you get a if you
he's
fight
like
him, you get a belt.
He's like a lightweight Morel kind of.
Yeah. Like a Morella like welterweight. Yeah. Even though he's got an actual title, he's a champion. It's like I don't think anybody's going to take the risk to fight him though.
Well, it all depends on if anybody wants to unify or be undisputed. They have to see him as long as he holds the title.
Devin said he already doesn't want to. He said he doesn't. He said he's considering going up to welter, and he just wants big money fights from now on. So
Conor Ben is saying he's trying to welcome Haney to the 147 class.
He beat the shit out of Haney.
Conor Ben, would you think so?
He would beat the.
Well, he's back on the excellent, mill.
Who cares? One is excellent, one is on snack. So I think it evens out.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Excellent.
Yeah.
No. The snack system and then the excellent Conor. Yeah.
One is excellent in his skills, and then the other one is on the snack pack. So I think it all evens out. But yeah, Conor Ben would destroy him. Boots Ennis would more than likely destroy him. Terrence Crawford, oh come on, we can't.
Yeah, let's not. It's not even a conversation. Like, let's stop. Let's not even do that.
Like he's going up to 147 to fight Keith Thurman.
Keith is well, he's semi-retired at this stage. I don't know why he doesn't just call it quits. I mean, it's like it's fun. It actually fits because since the PBC is going to Amazon, all the fighters could, do part-time gigs as drivers. So, just imagine opening your door one day and seeing Keith or Danny.
What about him versus what's this guy? Garcia.
Ryan Garcia.
Yeah.
Who Devin?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Devin will beat Ryan. I always had him beating Ryan. Always. Yeah, even at 135.
I still stand 10 toes down that fucking Ryan Garcia knocks him the fuck out.
Okay, well, if the fight happens, you want to bet again?
Oh, no, we can bet. We can bet.
You want to do facial hair or cash this time?
I mean, we'll have to see. All right. We might go cash.
I mean, because Ryan. Look, I don't know what the heck. Like, I don't know what Ryan was doing in his last fight. I don't know if it was a Philly show mixture of help, mommy, please don't hit me, or I'm just, oh my God, get me at. It's like, dude, I'm like, what the hell is he doing? Like, it's like he's terrified to get hit. That wasn't a good look, man.
That's probably he has to shake off cobwebs because after suffering a knockout like he did.
That just tells me he's still got demons, man, that he has to work out. Like, it really does.
Also, doesn't help that Golden Boy was throwing him under the bus bad hard.
But you got to understand, AJ, and they were definitely. Hopkins talking about, we got to see if these fighters want it, if I'm going to let them fight again or not.
They're like, Ryan, like who you can't tell me who are you to tell me what I can do.
He was like, they call me a liar, but they liars too. Because you said a white boy would never beat you, then you got knocked out by a white boy.
I'm like, when he said that, I'm like, oh, Ryan ain't playing. He want all the smoke. Like,
I'm surprised they didn't terminate his contract right then and there.
Right, it's like, see, that's the thing. If he don't want to be there, just let him leave. I mean, like, you can still work with him, and he's got enough money now to where, like, he can honestly be a free agent. So you can still work with these guys if you want. I mean, but if he's not happy, just let him go. Because, like, if you're gonna be talking shit like that, like, what's the point of even staying?
Yeah, I don't know, but cash cow, they're not gonna let him roam. They're gonna keep him in the fence.
Yeah. I mean, there's got to be options he can explore to probably buy himself out, maybe of his contract. I don't know if that's an option.
I mean, it's just him and Munguia that's kind of keeping them afloat, per se.
Yeah. And I would say Ortiz, but I don't know what's going on with him. Yeah. He's just, he's in no man's land right now. He's moving up to 154, apparently early next year.
He ain't got no future at 154 as long as Tim Zoo's there. Tim Zoo will beat the fuck out that dude.
I agree with that. Tim Zoo's my dude. He's my man. I mean, you know,
You
what's
think
funny?
he can go up to middleweight as well?
I think so.
Who's that?
But I don't think he
Tim
fared
Tszyu.
well up there. Oh, you mean Tim Tszyu? I think Tim Tszyu can go to middle.
I want to see him and Janabek. That'd be like the best
That's a good.
fight.
Oh yeah, that's a good fight. That's a real good fight.
I don't know because Tim is short. He's only like 5'8". So I don't know if he's as good as Canelo. Canelo, as much as shit as I give Canelo, he's still a really good fighter. There's not a lot of guys who can be 5'7" and go up there to 175 and be somewhat competitive. You know what I mean? Like it's a rarity now. You don't really see short fighters doing well anymore because everybody tries to get the weight advantage, so they sap down as little as they can to be as big as possible on fight night. So the art of the short fighter has really eroded. So I don't know how well he would do.
But I mean, also, but middleweight at this point in time is pretty shallow. So, he has a chance.
Yeah, there's not much going on there.
Like, you don't think he could beat Charlo? Like, I'm talking about Big Charlo.
Maul.
Yeah, Maul.
I think I think he could. It's possible. I mean, he ain't. I mean, let's just say if the fight was next, I think I'd pick him. If the fight was next, I picked him.
I mean, Maul was sharp his last fight. He was real sharp. Even though he didn't come in at 160, he was still extremely sharp.
I was favoring Jamel to beat him, but not now. I don't think now he wouldn't.
No, I never thought Mel could beat him. I thought Mel's been ducking him for years.
Yeah, I mean, now it's funny. I've actually would have given Mel a good shot before he had all these his last 3-4. If you would have fought him before that, let's just say like if you fought him after you beat Castano like late last year, you could have beat him. I think I would have given him a chance. But now that you didn't do that, and he fought Harrison, Ocampo, Mendoza, got all these good fights on it. Now you don't beat that guy. He's too sharp now for that.
That's what I'm saying. And I don't know if they have the fire anymore. I feel like, again, once you get that Canelo paycheck, your fire gets dimmed.
It's extinguished.
Nah, like I said, I saw that fight as a win-win with no downside. Like, you get your biggest payday. You get to duck Tim Tszyu longer. People will say that you dare to be great by going up there, and you stand no chance of winning. Like, so there was no lose in that.
No. There wasn't. Can't believe I paid for that.
Only the streets of Houston.
But Canelo, is he going to actually fight Benavidez? That's the real question.
That is. That's the question.
Because he's supposed to come back for Cinco de Mayo, right?
Yeah. The question is who's his opponent going to be? If it's either
I'm going to say Munguia because Munguia is fighting Ryder like next month or something like that.
Yeah, in January. Yeah.
January, yeah.
It's going to be a good fight. I like that fight.
Munguia is so trash.
I hope Ryder beats him. I really do.
I hope so too. I don't think so though. Unfortunately, it's like, dude, they'll rob everybody who literally comes close. Like I think Sergey beat him the last time, and they didn't give him this decision. Sergey pieced his ass up, bro.
You talking about Dermiachenko?
Yeah.
I thought he knocked him out.
No. He got dropped in the last round, but he finished.
That's what kind of saved the fight. If he didn't get dropped, I think, they probably would have still given it to Munguia.
They still probably would have robbed him. But yeah, so.
Yeah, I didn't watch the fight. Like I didn't see the need to watch it. And then
Sergey was lighting his ass up, bro. Just it was crazy how much he was tagged like doing it. In the 5th round, like he was piecing him up so much that if Sergey had been receiving that punishment, the fight would have been stopped. That's my opinion.
If it was a Sergey who fought Triple G, he would have won.
Yeah. And I thought Sergey was done by that stage. Honestly, I was surprised he had that much left in him.
Well, because Munguia is trash. Like he's pure hot garbage. That's why Dermiachenko looked so good and had a Fight of the Year candidate with him. It's just like
I mean, literally like the guy. What's the guy? What the hell's the guy's name? So the Kelly guy. You remember that fight? Something Kelly. What the hell's the guy's name? I mean, it was it's like this guy went in there and literally was boxing his head off for like 4 rounds, schooling him until McGee got thrown in the 5th and took him out.
Yeah, that's a British guy. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I was watching that just laughing like, oh, this dude is McGee. It's like this dude is just trash. I mean, just even though he got him out in 5, it's like, bro, you just got your head boxed off before and it was getting schooled.
But it's just that, like I said, McGill and Zerto are the same to me. They're two creative fighters, make-believe fighters. They're two guys that Oscar wanted to get to 50-0. I don't know why the fuck he put him in there with Bivol. Like,
yeah, that was I was fully confident Bivol would win that. I mean, I never gave Zerto a chance.
Well, he was mandatory, I think, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
But yeah, like
after one fight though, so that's crazy.
I hope John Ryder wins too, because I want the Canelo lookalike to beat him to end the hype train, and then we can move on.
But if McGee stops him, everybody's going to be like, oh, he did a bet. I'm not just the comparisons of the league going to start. In my opinion, I don't think it really matters, but but still.
Yeah, but the likelihoods of him being able to stop him are slim to none.
No, I mean, because if Canelo couldn't do it, and Callum couldn't do it, and Danny Jacobs couldn't do it, I don't think McGee can do it.
I think Callum's about to win.
Beterbiev?
Yeah,
you think Beterbiev got old overnight?
Could be getting that
he's going to stop him. I think he's going to stop him.
He'll be 39.
I don't know, man, because I feel like have we even seen the best of like Callum Smith?
No,
I kind of want Callum to win, because then hopefully we'll get the undisputed fight.
Yeah, people will fight him when he's scared shitless of better beef.
Well,
No, AJ. They just met up in public, like.
Yeah. Oh, you mean that?
Nah, like better beef said it right there to his face. Ask him when he's gonna fight me, and B was like, ah ha 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 ha, buddy.
It has to be both of them fighting each other. If Callum Smith would upset the apple cart, like if he wins, because I feel like the fight is so much bigger when it's Beterbiev Bivol versus Callum Smith versus Bivol.
Well, commercially it would be bigger if Cal. I mean, because it's like he's not really well known. Well, neither one of them are, but Callum Smith is. They could probably do it in the UK in a big stadium or something, maybe.
No, yeah. In the UK, it's definitely a stadium fight, but like, I mean,
but
clearly
really,
because they're two Russian dudes, they're not going to let that happen.
Yeah. I mean, I've always wanted to see Beterbiev and Bivol fight, regardless. So
The bottom line is, Beterbiev would have stopped him. Always. They're aging them out. They've been aging them out. Bivol could have fought him this summer. We would have been seeing the undisputed instead of the Callum Smith fight, but Bivol turned it down. And that's just one of many times.
Was an offer made?
Yeah, Bob Arum.
I'm telling you, it's a political situation, because it's also like, it's really political. I mean, they could do it in Saudi, because I mean, that's the only way they can do it, really. They can't really do it over here.
I think the Saudis were talking about they wanted to put it on for next year. So
it ain't gonna happen. Callum's about to get that.
You know what else? WBA makes me sick. They now have a bridgerweight title.
Yeah, they do. It's the what do they call it? It's not bridgerweight. They call it
like super cruiserweight or something like that. Something
stupid. Yeah, there you go. Super cruiserweight.
That shit has got to stop.
But I mean, like, think about this. Oscar Rivas won that title, and then when the fuck have they ever had another fight?
They haven't.
No, he's technically still champion at recess, I think. No.
I think what's the guy's name? Alan Babbitt. He challenged for knocked out the round. Who's the guy that knocked him out?
Some Polish guy, I think.
Yeah, I can't remember his name.
But now he's fighting Bado Jack for the title.
Yeah,
right.
That is like the most useless belt that doesn't even matter.
No one cares.
No one does. Like, why the fuck would you fight there? Just be a heavyweight. I don't fucking understand it. It don't make sense.
Well, it's just a scheme for the sanctioned bodies to get more money. That's all it is.
It's because they're thinking like the heavyweights now are so big that there needs to be a buffer between cruiserweight and heavyweight. Really, it's really super heavyweight. But,
I mean,
if you were smaller heavyweight, you just fight in super cruiserweight, quote unquote, and then you're good.
If they were going to make a buffer weight class, it should have been in between light heavy and cruiser. They should
Yes.
have been one right there, like 185. I don't know why
Yeah,
there's
that
never
makes
been
more
a
sense.
185 division.
That's kind of how it is in MMA. It's like you have that middleweight class is technically 185, right? And then it's light heavy, and then heavyweight, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know shit about their weight classes. I just know their weights are heavier.
Because now heavyweight for boxing is like kind of unlimited, you know. But
Yeah, past like it's like past 200. It's like just y'all automatically heavy when you can weigh anything past 200.
that's how it originally was. Like 200 up was heavyweight back in the day.
Yeah, well, that's what it is now. Except for USC, it's like 265 cutoff or some dumb shit.
Yeah. I
Oh,
meant
shit.
for boxing. For boxing, when there wasn't cruiserweight, you were heavyweight if you were like 200 pounds or something. Probably even lower. I think 190.
I think it was 190.
Yeah, 190. Yeah, because what is that? Rocky was only like 190
Yeah,
or 185 or something like that.
I think he was like 198.
Oh yeah,
But yeah, that's why I'd be like, them were great fighters from back then, but they would get completely annihilated by the dudes today. They're just too damn big.
it's true. It's true. Yeah.
But what was it? Oh, Andy Cruz. Y'all saw him fight?
Yes, I did. Very impressive.
Yeah.
I was impressed.
He needs to go ahead and fight for a title because he's 32 years old. He needs to hurry up.
Yeah, Eddie's rushing him.
He could only do like probably the regular belt for now. That probably target that WBA regular belt.
He's a 135, right?
Oh
Yeah,
my bad.
135.
I'm thinking of a heavyweight guy. Sorry.
No, that's Andy Ruiz.
Please.
No, there's another heavyweight guy who he was an Olympian. I think he
Torres.
fought and knocked some dude out.
Are you talking about Torres?
Probably, yeah.
He's got a mustache.
Yeah. Curly hair, and he fought some dude with dreads, I think.
Oh, yeah, the Curtis Harper guy.
Yeah.
The Curtis Harper just needs to retire, man. I'm sick and tired of seeing that guy get beat. Like, I mean, I don't know how many. It's like
You got to make money, man. Got to make
I
money.
know, but at this stage, it really doesn't mean much if you beat him. So, find another guy or whatever. But yeah, Andy Cruz looked impressive. Montana Love got parroed, which I thought was funny. So
Yeah, the thing about Montana Love is his kryptonite is Aussies. Like he just needs to stay away from Aussies.
He can't mess with Australians. Apparently, he just falls apart.
He's had 2 losses in a row to Aussies.
Stevie Spark was going to knock him out if he didn't push him out. I'm not saying like that was right for the dude because he obviously pushed him out, but if he didn't, he was going to get slept. I think he was going to get knocked out.
Yeah, he was. Like, and Montana Love was one of them guys that looked like he had all the fucking potential.
Yep. I was high on him for a minute. I'm not gonna lie, I was.
Him coming to the weigh-ins with that little French bulldog.
I thought that was funny. Yeah,
It was.
but I mean, I've noticed something. It's like I think Eddie's honestly, I think he needed an excuse to get rid of him. He's like, all right, let me just feed him the paro, then I'll just whatever. So.
Yeah, I think his career is pretty much done.
Yeah, I don't see him going anywhere after this. He's too afraid. He can't take a punch. I don't think he has enough heart. You know, I really don't.
Yeah. Well, especially when you start DQing people. Yeah.
Yeah. And like, how you push somebody out the ring and say you didn't push him out the ring. Then like in his last, then like when the power fight talk about like, oh, it was stopped prematurely. No, it wasn't.
Yeah, nah, he was done.
Yeah.
He was getting whooped all over the ring. Anthony Joshua's about to lose again, so there's that.
I really like Otto.
Funny guy.
I actually like Otto a lot. You know.
And if he doesn't lose, what do you say then?
And then he's gonna fight fucking Hergovich and still avoid Wilder.
They're saying that's next, but next. Well, I don't know if I believe it when I see it, but they're saying it's next for March, I guess. If they both win,
that shit ain't. They've been saying that shit's been next for like the last 80 years. Like that shit ain't gonna happen. Like this fight is so played out.
You think,
I'm at the stage where I really don't honestly care that much anymore. I mean, if it happens, it's great. If not, that's cool too. I'm kind of like where I was with Spence and Crawford. You know what I mean? Pretty much.
Yeah,
I
if it
mean,
happens, it happens.
theoretically, both of their legacies are still intact. Wilder has, the trilogies with Fury, AJ. I mean, I guess his best fight will still to date will be the Klitschko fight.
Yeah.
Mm, I don't know. I guess, but I mean, that's
You think Wilder's
Klitschko
gonna?
who was out of the
Think
ring
Wilder's
for a
gonna?
year and a half, coming off of a loss.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's also true. Like, I mean, but I guess if you
Y'all think
compare,
Parker has a chance against
yeah,
Wilder or no?
yeah.
I just,
I mean,
I
but
don't know, man.
what do y'all think against about Wilder and Parker? You think Parker has a chance? I don't.
Yes, he does. Yes,
You
he
think he
does.
does?
Oh yeah.
Parker is crafty.
I
So
thought so, but it's like I'm thinking like I mean he's a better boxer definitely, and I think he's a 50-50, but I just don't think that he's gonna be too nice. And
Fury, it will most likely he'll get all the insight he can from Fury. Not to say that he can implement the same things that Fury can do, of course, but that there's something to be said with having somebody who's already beat the man that you have in kind of your ear.
I mean, it was funny if he beats Joseph Parker, that's the best win on his resume.
It is.
That is true. That would be that would be his first person who is a former champion that he actually beat. So
Yeah.
I mean, Parker's got a beard. Like, he could take a beating because look at what Joe Joyce did to him and how long it took him to get put away.
Yep, that's true.
So
okay,
who
has more power, pound for pound? Do you think Joe Joyce hits harder than Wilder?
Yes.
Yeah,
I think so too.
For like,
it's just that like I think with Joseph's power it's accumulative, but I mean with JoJo his power is accumulative. Like I mean, but Wilder he's got that explosive one punch power.
He got the windmill, man. That windmill.
I feel like when Joyce hits you, he breaks you down. You lose
Yes,
a part
correct.
of
Yeah,
yourself.
it's
With every
accumulative.
punch.
It's cumulative.
Wilder, he doesn't really hurt you unless he connects with a straight right. Like he needs to have that wind up. But his jabs, I mean, a lot of the shit that he throws doesn't look that powerful.
Y'all think he'll beat Parker, or you got him losing?
I think he'll beat Parker, but I think people are going to be surprised how hard it's going to be.
Yeah, I think it won't be. I think it's going to be difficult somewhat.
I mean, I can tell you right now, if he knocks Parker out in the first round like he did Hellenius, AJ ain't going nowhere fucking near him.
Shit. Now, even I don't see him doing that, but if he does that, it's like, let's just say if he ends the fight in the first 6, then that's impressive.
Like, AJ probably would just go in there and be like, look, I quit. I don't want to fight out of Valine. I retire because he don't
really
want
don't
to
have
see
faith in him
Wilder
anymore, do you, Tony?
Huh?
You really don't have faith in him anymore, do you?
I have no faith in him because I've been saying it for a long time. He's mentally weak. He is
So is Wilder. I mean, who makes ridiculous?
He's not. No,
who makes
Wilder
ridiculous excuses? Like
Wilder's he gets emotional,
if you're not
but he's just like an emotional dude. I mean, anybody who fought Charlie Zelenoff, that's one thing.
Yeah, you got a
but
point.
You know what? I will say this: Charlie ate all of his shots. He didn't sleep them.
He did.
Yeah, it's true. It's very true.
Like, how does fucking little 5'5", 110-pound dude ate Wilder's best shots and didn't go to sleep? But these fucking heavyweights can't take it. But anyway,
I would say just about it's like I mean, as much excuse as Wilder makes, and it's funny. It's like you wait until you're in front of these guys and you act nice. I mean, you're hugging Fury, you're kissing him, you're kissing him on the lips, patting his ass.
What the fuck?
You want to hug, you want to shake Joshua's hand, give him a hug. How you doing, man? I wish you nothing but the best. But then as soon as you leave, all this shit comes out. Oh, he cheated. I got the proof. He's mentally did this and that. It's like, why didn't you say this stuff to him when you were right there next to him?
Your man has a dent in his head. That dent in his head.
AJ.
That dent comes back when he sees these people.
Go ahead, Tony.
Wilder couldn't go off on AJ because he was scared he was going to give that man a heart attack and he'd never get the fight. So he's got to be nice to him. He's got to be polite. He's got to shake his hand or else he may scare him out the ring. I've already told you that the fight is going to end in the first round with Wilder and AJ and a punch isn't even going to be thrown. Hold on one second. I got to step outside so I can tell you how the fight goes down. I've already seen it. Crystal ball. So this is what's going to happen. And then I'll answer your question about having no faith in AJ. So this is what's going to happen. They're both going to be in the ring, right? Wilder's going to be looking at AJ. AJ's going to be looking at Wilder. The referee's going to bring them together. They're going to touch gloves, right? Right after they touch gloves, Deontay Wilder's gonna go, Bomb Squad! And then AJ's gonna just fall over. He's gonna faint and have a heart attack and start foaming out of the mouth with fear. He's gonna, oh shit, I'm scared. And that's gonna be the end of the fight. But no, my problem with AJ is he is mentally broken. The dude is broken. He's been broken since he lost to Ruiz. He cares too much about what people say. He lost his identity. He tried to fight in a way that he could not fight in. He took all that weight off, only to, in my opinion, look worse than he ever did. Against Jermaine Franklin, he didn't do nothing but hug the whole fucking time. Hellenius, he went 7 rounds with, I think it was 7 rounds, and was looking terrified and getting beat up against a guy that Wilder sparked in the first round. Like, I don't see what y'all see in AJ. AJ is damaged goods. Like, the dude had a great career. He did what you want from a champion. He went there, he unified belt after belt after belt, fought the best there was, but he's just one of them dudes that once he loses, he's never the same. On the flip side, the reason why I say Deontay Wilder, despite all the excuses, is not mentally weak, because when Wilder gets in that ring, he's still Wilder. He doesn't fight different. He still is aggressive. He still believes in his power. He still believes he can knock you out after he comes at you. If he could just touch you, he could erase you. He doesn't look different in the ring. AJ doesn't know who he is in the ring. And for that, I have no faith in him.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, I just hope that I mean, it's but the card is I love the card. The only fight that I want to criticize is Philip Pergovic versus Mark Demori. I don't know what that is. They couldn't get anybody else for that guy.
I'm surprised Mark Demori is still even in a picture.
So am I.
Well, I think
they should have gave it to Jermaine Franklin, man.
Yeah, yeah. Why not? That would have been that would have been a good matchup. I would have no issue with that.
Nah, Franklin said he'll never fight on an Eddie Hearn card again.
You said he's not?
Yeah, he said out of his mouth that he would never fight on an Eddie Hearn card again because he felt like he kept getting robbed.
But he fought, but he had another fight after the AJ and White fight. And he won that. But after he said that that he doesn't want to.
Who he fought White, got robbed. In my opinion, Dillian White's my dude, but Dillian White lost that fight.
But then he fought AJ. But then he fought AJ. Lost
AJ
that
had
fight.
a hug fest, and then
but then after that, he fought one more time on another matchroom card. I know that. So I actually saw that fight. Yeah, it was a heavyweight contest. He won on points and looked decent. He looked all right. I mean, but yeah, I mean, so I don't know when he exactly said it. Maybe it was after that. So
I didn't know he had another matchroom card.
Speaking of bold overnight too, we got to talk about Andre versus Benavidez.
Why?
Okay, fair enough.
No. It pretty much played out the way that I thought it was going to play out. It just happened earlier than I thought it would. But even after seeing that, I still believe right now, to this day, that Andrade, he'll beat Canelo, and he'll beat him easily.
Oh.
He'll make Canelo look bad, and Canelo knows it. Canelo was on the edge of his seat the whole fucking fight, like, please let this dude lose. Please let it. He was over there praying to the sugar skulls. Like, that man wanted him to lose.
The fuck is the sugar skulls?
You don't know what a sugar skull is? Like, Day of the Dead.
That. Oh, yeah.
De los Muertos. De los Muertos.
Got it. Okay. Gotcha.
Like, yo, this dude, man, he was so scared that Andrade was going to win because he knows what I know. Andrade would box circles around him. He can't fight those types of fighters. That's why he got outlanded in all 12 rounds against Bivol. He can't fight dudes who can box.
I mean, I give, like Tony, you probably heard me say this before. Like, I hear what you're saying, but Andre still doesn't get a pass from me because you did a lot of avoiding yourself, my guy.
I mean, I hear you, but he would still be Canelo.
He's also long in a tooth too. Yeah,
he's 30. He's about to be 36.
Yeah, I think so. But I mean, that fight, he pretty much aged himself overnight too.
Yeah, man, David pieced him up, man. I didn't see the whole. I saw highlights. I pretty much saw what I needed to see, more or less.
But the thing about it is this: David is a much easier style for Canelo than Andrade is because
I
David's
agree.
going to come right to him.
Yeah. Yeah, the Canelo won't have to work to find them, and that just makes it much more easier.
Right, and he's a counter puncher, and a volume puncher's worst nightmare is a fucking counter puncher. So I don't
Do you
know. Like,
have Canelo beating David?
I think more than likely he beats him.
Yeah. Okay. What about this Jerome Miller versus Dubois fight? What y'all think about that?
Oh man, Jarrell Miller's gonna beat the shit out that dude.
Yeah, I know. I want Daniel to win though because because Jarrell talks too much. I just want somebody to shut him up.
Get
Yeah,
the fuck out of here,
Triple
my
D
man's
needs to
from
take
New
it.
York.
He said what?
My man's got NY on his back. Ain't no fucking way he's gonna lose. He gonna knock that dude. In fact, he ain't even gonna knock him out. He gonna make Daniel Dubois quit for the third time, and that motherfucker gonna sit on the side of the ring and eat a fucking cheeseburger afterwards. Like,
I mean, Jarrell is making me laugh because like you see, like with everything he's saying, like you have nobody but yourself to blame for what happened to you.
that's
I
true.
mean, and here he is running around acting like it's everybody else's fault. I'm just so.
But the crazy thing is he going to be over 300 pounds on fight night?
Yeah,
And
he'll be like
if he is, could he
320.
keep up the work rate like he used to? Without being on the just the pharmacy. So
Well, he's had a couple of fights. His work rate hasn't been as high, but he still has a high output. It's
yeah,
not as much as it used to be, but it's still higher than average for a heavyweight. So I don't know. I don't see how Daniel Dubois beats him. Like,
no, I don't have one either. I mean, I got Jarrell, I got Jerome Miller, I got Miller beating him. So probably by stoppage. So yeah, I just it's just the work rate. I don't think Daniel could deal with that. And it's just he's been really just pitched in. He's been thrown in the deep end early, like really early, that he should have, in my opinion.
yeah, like
Joyce, that was a step up. That went wrong. He never should have been in the ring with Usyk, in my opinion. That was just a mismatch on paper. I mean, like, just but still, it happened, and more other than that controversial low blow, whatever you want to call it, Usyk dominated and stopped him and knocked him out. So yeah.
yeah, and that was a low blow. I don't care what nobody says. I put it
No,
on
I
my.
thought it was borderline. It didn't hit the crown jewels, but it hit like the the pelvic bladder area. So
Well, if you look on my community page, you'll see I made a picture, and in that picture, you can clearly see the glove is like way below the waistline.
yeah.
So I don't think he got hit in the balls. I think he got, yeah, like
It
you
was,
said,
it was like the pelvis, like bladder area. That's where it was.
yeah.
Kind of like above that. So you're not used to getting hit there. So of course you're gonna get the air sucked out of you. So yeah.
You know who
I mean, but can you believe I know guys running around thinking Daniel got robbed? It's like, dude, what are y'all on crystal meth or something? Like what's going like?
First off, Daniel quit in that fight. I would never say a guy who quit got robbed. Period.
That's what I'm saying, and it's like if Daniel had, let's just say he landed a lucky Hail Mary punch, right, and actually knocked out Usyk, nobody would even be talking about the low blow shit at all.
Right.
Not like at all. That wouldn't even be brought up. I mean, but it's just people scraping the bottom of the barrel for excuses, and it's like, brother, the shot was low, borderline low, whatever you want to call it. But bottom line, Usyk got up, went to work again, switched gear two, and knocked his ass out. And he quit with a jab.
Yeah. I mean, Triple D, that dude's trash. That dude is pure trash.
His sister has more potential than him, and I've seen her. So
I've only seen her fight once, and that was like her first fight.
she's good. She's good. She's the goods. She can box. She's got power. Yeah, she's the full package. More potential than Daniel.
Current IBO champ, I think.
Yeah. For now, yeah. It's kind of like Gabriela Fedora has more potential than Sebastian, in my opinion.
Oh, that breaks my heart. Like when that dude got stopped, like that shit broke
He
my
reached
heart.
his ceiling.
When he got knocked
We'll
out?
see how he looks when he comes back.
Well, he didn't
You
get
think
knocked
Tim
out.
Zoo?
No, he did. I mean, that broke your heart when he got knocked out, you mean?
No. He never got knocked out. He literally just sat there and gave up like Daniel Dubois. He looked at the ref and didn't want to get up.
Oh, yeah.
You think
Like,
you can fight Tim Zoo?
Oh, you think he could have got up from that shot?
oh, he definitely could have got up.
Hard to tell. I mean, he took 3 flush shots, man. It's like maybe he could have, but still, I thought he was. I think he would have got.
He was fully conscious.
He was. I mean, but maybe he was woozy. Who knows? So
Get the fuck out of here.
What?
That man wasn't woozy. He wasn't wobbly. He was fully conscious, looking at the referee, knew what was going on.
But he asked for it because, like, I don't know why a guy with his like dimensions and like, I mean, this dude is a little cheat code. Like seriously. I mean, that's what he is. I mean,
all you got to do is stay behind your jab. 1-2s all day.
Why are you fighting in the phone booth with all these guys when you have to reach the like you have so much reach and length on these guys? You know what I mean? So pretty much when that happened, I was surprised. It's like he was asking for it because it should have been a wake up call in the Lubin fight when he was put down there. But nope, you still want to trade and think you can go toe to toe, and you got slept.
Yeah.
Oh shit, Tony dipped out.
I think he'll come back on. Yeah.
Wanted to ask him about this weekend's fight, the Bam Sonny fight.
Yeah, that's going to be a good fight.
There we go. I was just switching over to the computer.
Ah, for sure. Who y'all got in that?
I think Sonny might get him.
I'm split.
I think I'm going to say Sonny.
You know, but still, I'm kind of skeptical on that because it's in Bam's hometown. So.
Yeah, but Sonny's very hard to hit. Like,
yeah, he's got the right style. I'll give him that. But it's like I don't think Bam's ever fought a mover like Sonny.
It's a DAZN card, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like the DAZN house fighter always gets it for the most part. Sometimes.
Yes, but lately a lot of people haven't been getting the rub of the green. Honestly, I mean, but still, that could change. So, but I'm about to flip a coin for that shit. Honestly.
It's just, I foresee it looking no different than Regis Prograis versus Devin Haney. Like, I think that is going to be exactly how this fight plays out.
Oh, you think Sonny's really going to dominate him?
I just think he's going to be too fast, and he's just going to keep piecing them up. I don't see, because Bam's not the best at cutting off the ring. He's struggled with guys who stay away from him, and the thing about Sonny Edwards is he doesn't care. Like, he doesn't care what the fans say. He doesn't care if they boo. He's just there to win. He's not there to hurt you.
Make it boring. Yeah, he will.
Yeah, he just wants to win.
Bottom line, I like his fight. I like watching the fights. I like his style. I see me because I don't mind. Like except with the exception of Haney last. That shit was just awful. But more or less, I like watching Sonny's performances. I think he's a really good. I really like his style, but I definitely think he's got the style advantage here for sure.
Yeah, it's just like I said, it's going to be very hard for Bam to beat him. Now, Bam is taller, so there's that. I don't know who's got the longer reach. I would assume Bam, but we can look that up real fast. Let me see.
So who does Devin beat at 140? Who do you give him chances against? Yeah, you had to beat Matias. I know that, but anybody else?
No, I think T.O. more than likely will catch him with a counter shot. So I got T.O. beating him. I got my dark horse Barboza beating him. I think Jack Catterall would more than likely beat him. I think Ryan Garcia is another one that stops him. Yeah, I don't know. Like I don't see it, but I don't think he's staying. Like,
Tank would move up for him, right? Is that the plan too?
No. Tank doesn't fight anybody, so I'd like to see the fight.
Yeah, so
he's gonna have to, because isn't a WBA belt vacant too?
It is
or something.
All of them are vacant now, except the WBC. Shakur's got that.
Yeah, so I'm saying I think Tank would probably move up for the WBA belt or something like that.
He'll probably get upgraded, my guess. So
yeah, that too. Yeah. Oh wait, isn't he the regular champion or something like that?
Yeah. They can just help they want. So.
Well, the thing about it is this: Calvin Ford just did an interview, and he said if Devin Haney goes all of 2024 without mentioning Tank's name, then they'll fight him. So that tells you right there they don't want to fight him. So
yeah, they never have. I mean, I never believed that.
Yeah, like I just. Oh, I think Devin could beat Josh Taylor. He could probably beat Ramirez. And then the real number one guy, Hitchinson. Hitchinson beats them all.
Oh yeah, that's a tough ask. Yeah, Hitchens is a tough ask.
Yeah, like he'll beat every single one of them easily. Like he'll outbox Seal all night. He'll beat Devin all night. Like they don't. That dude is like the most boringest fighter to watch, but he's so fucking technical that they're not on his level.
Yeah, I like when he beat Zepeda. Like the Zepeda fight pretty much went like how I thought it would.
Yeah, Zepeda just swinging in air.
That's it.
But in 135, I think Andy Cruz is the best fighter there. I think he'll beat Shakur.
Whoa, Nelly.
Yeah, I think Andy Cruz stops him. Well, not stops him, but I mean stops his streak of wins. Like I think it ends with Andy Cruz. I think Andy Cruz by far is the most talented boxer in that division.
We need to get
and I think he's ready for him now.
Yeah. Do you think he'll challenge for a title before he has 10 fights?
Yeah, he's gonna within the next 2 fights. They're gonna put him in a title shot because he's 32 years old. I'm gonna keep saying that. That dude is 32 years old.
No. I mean, Cuban years you got to add 4 or 5. So
that's true. Yeah, they're actually way older. Like crazy thing with Laura. Laura's been in the game since like what? Fight Night 2, man. It's crazy.
Yes.
Okay, so back to Sonny Edwards and Bam. So I didn't realize Bam's arms were this much longer than Sonny's. So Sonny's 5'3", Bam's 5'4". Sonny has a 60-inch reach. Bam has a 67-inch reach.
Holy cow.
So he's got a 7-inch. I don't know, man. That might change the dynamics of the fight.
Yeah, I think that pretty much evens it up. Damn, his reach is that long? Shit. Holy cow.
Yeah. 67. So I don't know. It makes it easier for him, but it's still going to be a hard fight.
Like if Sonny wants you to hit air, you will.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of Nick Ball?
I like Nick Ball. He's good. Fun little exciting fighter, action-packed guy. Now he looks like he's going to challenge for a title next, so he's good.
Yeah, he's up and coming still.
Okay. I had to look him up because I couldn't remember who he was.
Yeah, he's like a tiny buff dude. He beat up.
He fought Dog Bay in his last fight.
Yeah.
I don't know. He dirty. He dirty as fuck. Like that's a dirty fighter.
Is that
he did a lot of dirty shit to Dog Bay.
Or have you seen his other fights, or just that's the only time you saw him fight?
No, that was the only time. That was the first fight I ever saw him fight.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen a few of his other fights. He's gotten early KOs, stoppages, something like that. Where he wasn't so dirty. I didn't see it, so I can't say. I mean, I didn't see it. I mean, I had him winning. I picked him to beat Dog Bay, but I didn't see the fight though.
Well, he dominated Dog Bay, but he did a lot of dirty shit in that fight.
He got stunned a couple times though, so I think he almost got put down. Actually,
I don't remember that. You might be right. I don't remember that. All I remember is being really dirty.
Yeah, because he uses his he bum rushes you. He has like that Sean Porter bum rush.
He's an ambush fighter.
Yeah. You know who's pretty much coming along pretty well? I ain't gonna lie, don't condemn me for this, but Shane Mosley Jr.
You know,
he looks a lot better now.
You're not wrong. It's funny. It's like he's actually had a lot of good performances. Because I really, after he lost to Quickly, I didn't rate him at all. I mean, but lately after that, he's been coming on nicely, surprisingly. So it's maybe he's kind of having a little late resurgence, or maybe he's a late bloomer. I don't know. So,
I mean, how deep was his amateur career?
I don't know.
Very brief from what I've seen.
Yeah, so if he didn't have a lot of amateur fights, he was learning on. So yeah, he could be a late bloomer due to that fact.
That's funny. I was actually on Change Temple just talking to Shane.
Yeah, he has a couple of good wins under his belt now. I mean, he's pretty ranked high in a couple of the divisions. I mean, like our sanctioning bodies. So potentially
he's in the WBC. That's pretty high.
I think he's like number 8 or something in WBA or something like that. And then yeah, he's ranked pretty good in all the belt organizations.
Yeah, he's like 1 to 2 fights away from being a mandatory if he can win.
if you can keep winning. So
him versus Ammo Williams potentially.
I like that.
We're gonna see how much he's improved because Ammo, that dude can fight.
I kind of want
I think the jury's still out on Ammo because Ammo, he seems like he's somebody who has to fight to a higher level because the fights he's been having have been okay, but not like stellar.
He looked okay against dinner rolls. So
You talking about Steve?
yeah.
Steve in that fight just looked like an old man to me. It was like you could see the mental frustration the way he just couldn't get off shots. He looked old, like, you know what I mean? Like he was realizing, like, I just can't compete no more. Like it really looked like in that fight that he was coming to that realization.
So is he super middleweight or middleweight? Ammo
Middleweight.
Okay.
I think he's like number 2 or 3. No, in the WBA or something like that. He's supposed to fight Felix Cash for the longest, but nobody knows what happened to Felix Cash.
Yeah, Cash ducked him. He ducked him.
Yeah, because I remember Cash beat, who did he beat? He beat somebody and Ammo was at the fight.
Denzel Ben. No, wait, no, it wasn't that. Sorry, yeah. They had
It was like some random guy.
They had a back and forth after the fight. They got into it, and I think Felix shoved him. Then after that, it's like I'm like, yeah, I want that fight next, but then it didn't happen. So, but that dude has just lost all momentum. Like I don't know what's going on, Felix Cash.
Well, he hasn't fought for like a year.
No, I mean maybe he got caught up in that that Matchroom gym scare, because everybody in there was just taking L's. Like whatchamacall, what's this guy? The guy who fought Jai Apataya.
I'm about to look at the right now. I want to see.
That Matchroom gym has just been, ever since the mess up with Connor, everybody in that gym has just been kind of messed up.
Okay, it says right here, Felix Cash's boxing career on hold, mental health struggles. So yeah, you might be right. He might have been on them excellent breakfast as well.
Mental health struggles, damn shit.
But that's
because he was gonna beat up by that Russian dude, and the fact that he won that fight is still questionable. But
I remember that. Didn't he drop like 2 or 3 times in that fight or something?
Yeah, I don't understand how you still win after that. That was crazy.
I don't get that either. I think he got a gift in that fight. I really do.
And what's crazy, that was after his best performance against Denzel Bentley.
Yep. I remember.
I'm reading this
article. He hasn't looked the same since then.
Well, it says in October of 2021, his cousin was killed in a car crash, and he was going through a divorce. No. Let me restate that. 4 of his cousins was killed in a car wreck.
Oh.
Yeah, he comes from a gypsy background too, so
Oh shit, does he?
Yeah, those guys are always on an extra level.
Gosh damn, that shit rough. 4 of them. Gosh damn. Shit. See, that's why I don't fly right there.
Yeah, because he wanted to take his life too. In GTA.
You said in GTA.
Wow.
I gotta appease the YouTube people.
Yeah. The powers that be that always flag me for bullshit.
Is Mike Conlon done, by the way?
I think so. Sure.
I don't know if he comes back or not.
Because that's just, I think the guy just has no chin. Like, I think
is he like Amir Khan, kind of?
Hard to say. I mean, like if he keeps going, then probably yeah. I mean, if he gets knocked out, maybe a few more times, probably. But oh boy, it's like Eddie, man, he's just taking L's. These guys
he about to take his biggest one. He about to take his biggest one coming up right now because Joshua about to lose and retire. I told you he's one loss away from retiring. I said that a long time ago over on the channel you was just at and watch. This shit gonna prove me to be right. And then we're gonna get Wilder versus Otto Wallin because Otto Wallin will fight him. Even though, like, check this shit out, AJ. There's no title on the line, and AJ made this dude do a rematch clause. When have you ever heard of that?
What? There's a rematch clause for this?
There's a rematch clause for Otto Wallin.
Oh shit!
So they have no faith.
Wow.
Oh man, come on, man.
They have no faith in AJ.
I'm starting to hate rematch clauses. I really am. I mean, it's like, because personally, I think that when Liam Smith knocked out Chris Eubank, Jr., I was surprised that there was a rematch clause for that. Like, I mean,
well, because Wasserman put it in, but Eubank was saying he didn't want one, but the Wasserman put it in.
Yeah, you would think that that's just a one-off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think rematch clauses with no titles on the line should be illegal. Like, I don't think
it makes no sense.
I don't like that either. Without titles, only do it if there's titles on the line. I mean, because what I find it funny is like how when Bivol fought Canelo, there was a rematch clause for that. Wait a minute, but you're not even the champion.
Exactly. And you made me walk out first.
How the hell does that work?
How you make the champion walk out first?
Yeah. That's why I was laughing, and I really didn't feel that bad when he lost. Because
I watched the fight in like the theaters, and I was like the only non-Mexican person in there, and it was crazy.
Oh shit! Are you watching the closed circuit for real?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up. Okay, that's cool. Because I just saw it home.
All the Canelo fights are always played in like a theater.
Oh shit!
Furies too.
Yeah, I saw the Fury Wilder trilogy in theaters. I went to go watch that in the movies, and I had a good time. It was actually pretty fun.
Yeah, I've seen Floyd's fights in theaters. I've seen Canelo fights in theaters, and I've seen Fury's fights in theaters.
Nice.
Nah, I've never seen them like that. Like, I've seen fights at bars and shit, but never at the theater.
Yeah, man, you got to do it. It's a different experience. It's like pretty much the closest thing you could get to watching live boxing.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, that really has that. Kind of like you're there, because it's live, especially the fact that it's live. So yeah. Well, let me ask y'all this: what round does Inoue knock out Tapales?
I think that's going to be a tough fight.
Do you know?
Tapales is no joke. Like, that dude can fight, and he's got a lot of heart.
Yeah, but do you think he beat MJ last time?
Hell yeah, he beat MJ.
Okay, I thought it could have went either way. Honestly, I didn't. But it seemed pretty close to me, and I thought he was kind of lucky to actually get the nod. But what do you think? Do you think that let's just say Inoue wins and he goes up to featherweight? You think that's his cap?
It's hard to tell. You got to see what he looks like. Because, I mean, he's going for double undisputed. And if his power translates up again, then I don't know. Like, I mean,
Manny could go to featherweight because for the Japanese fighters, that always seemed to be like their golden class is once they make it to featherweight, that's kind of where they're like at.
It'd be his fifth weight class overall. So
I think he could go all the way to featherweight. I wouldn't say super feather might be pushing it, but feather for sure.
I think super feather. I think 126. That's it. That's the highest he could go.
Because I'm just saying, like, based upon like history, like featherweight has always been like the golden class for Japanese fighters.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing about it is this. It all depends on how his power transfers, because Manny was a midget too, and Manny made it all the way up to welterweight. And Inoue looks more technically sound than Manny. Manny just had all them weird angles he could hit you from. But Inoue to me is way more technically sound than Manny Pacquiao.
But I feel like Manny is like more like flushed out. Like, I mean, it also could be, extra pharmaceuticals in but I just feel Inu is too honest to go down that route, so we will never see him at like 154.
No, that's way too high.
No. I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is I don't know if 126 is his cap. He might be able to go up to 130, being that.
Fair enough.
It just all depends on how he look, because you got to understand, like, fucking Figueroa's up there at 126, and Fulton beat him, and Inui just completely dominated.
Yeah, demolished Fulton.
No, that's true. That's true.
So I mean, this dude may if he can get through Tapalas, which he probably will, but I think it's going to be a fight. If it's not a fight, then I don't know, man. Like they got some trouble at 126 because I know he'll move up. But you know who wants to fight him? Tank Davis.
Of course he does.
Yeah, that'd be because what did they say? They wanted to do it at 135 or something like that.
Yeah, they're gonna make him come all the way up. No catch weight.
Man.
That would be
that fight don't happen.
That would be if he were to beat Tank. Oh my gosh, would that make him like an all-time great? Is he like a first round like Hall of Famer?
Isaac Cruz beat Tank, so
he did. He should have. I agree.
I feel like Inoue could beat Isaac Cruz personally.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, Isaac, he's a very limited pressure fighter. I mean, the guy's like a D+, so it's like all he does is just come forward and wing shots. The guy's so predictable. It's like you put any. I mean, he just would. He just looked terrible with the $98. Sorry, the 98-cent store brand Ryan Garcia, whoever that guy was. the Cabrera guy, is that his name?
Yeah. I never thought Cruz was good at all. To be honest with you, like, I think Tank is highly overrated. I really believe he's highly overrated. Like,
I agree. So I'm not saying he's not good. Yeah, I'm not saying he's not good. I mean, like, there's talent there, but we don't know how good he is.
I mean,
you see Tank, he barked on. Did he bark on Bernard, talking to him, don't touch him or something like that?
Yeah. The was it the weigh-ins? I think it was at the weigh-in.
Yeah, was at the weigh-in. Yeah.
But my thing with Tank is, like, his biggest fight in a long time was Ryan Garcia, but all the stipulations to that, it's not even a good win to me. Like, you had
the catch weight and rehydration clause.
Yeah, but it gets worse than that, AJ. So the catch weight wasn't even in the middle. He had to come down to 136 instead of 137 and a half. So they couldn't meet him in the middle. The rehydration clause, they were supposed to weigh in at 9 o'clock the next morning, right? They delayed that shit by 3 hours.
Oh, shit.
No kidding. So they delayed it. They didn't weigh in till like 12.
That's terrible. Why is there even a rehydration clause and this is not like an IBF situation at all?
Because that's the only way Tank would fight him.
But Ryan gets no sympathy for me because he's talking lately saying how he wants a rematch and saying like all the conditions weren't fair. Well, you're the dumbass who agreed to it in the first place. So don't complain about it now.
That's also true. You did sign that contract.
He is the dumbass that signed the contract, and I do agree. You put yourself in that situation, you got to take it. But at the end of the day, he wasn't 100%. It was bullshit. All the shit he had to do to make the fight, and I guarantee you, if Tank Davis was to fight him without all those stipulations, it'd be a completely different fight.
I agree.
But isn't Tank known to like miss weight too? So that's what I don't understand.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
You got stripped once for that. I think what was it? The IBF. Yeah, he lost his IBF belt on the scales for that.
But I don't know. Like, I can't see a Nui fighting Tank. Like, especially
no, it doesn't happen. It never
135.
I mean, by the time he even gets up there, if let's just say he goes to lightweight, that actually, personally, I don't really think he goes that far anyway. I mean, but let's just say he gets up there. Tank, who knows if he's going to still be fighting or if he's going to have moved up himself.
Well, Nui's older.
No, he is. But yeah, so.
I think he's a
year older than Tank.
Seeing him versus like Amael Navarrete would be interesting.
I like that. That's an interesting fight. I can kind of see him fighting Luis Alberto Lopez if he keeps his belt. That could probably happen if he moved up. I would say Robeisy Ramirez, but he just lost his title. So,
yeah. And there's a lot of people upset about that shit too.
That
Yeah, there was a lot of people big on him.
I wasn't really. I thought he was cool. He was all right, but I wasn't really that high. I'm not saying he was bad or anything like that. It's just I wasn't really like gushing over the guy.
I'm trying to think what else. What else could we talk about?
What else
Again,
happened?
I think the number one prospect is Andy Cruz. I think he beats everybody at 135. I think he beats Tank Davis. He
First,
beats
he's got to
Shakur
run it back with
Stevenson.
Keyshawn. He's got to run it back with Keyshawn first.
Man, he'll beat fucking little feminine ass Kiki. He'll beat his ass all day long. See, Kiki needs to run it back with him because every time Cruz fought him, he whooped his ass.
How many times did they fight in the Emmys?
Well, they fought twice in the Olympics. I don't know overall record, but I know they fought twice in the Olympics, and both times Kiki got his ass whooped.
Yeah, that's when the that's when I first found out about that with I think Snoop Dogg and Kevin Hart covered it. Like how they was kind of joking about it, how like Andy was dancing in the back. Then Keyshawn said, "We're gonna take it to the next level." Snoop like, "Yeah, you should have took it to the next level by winning the motherfucking fight." Dude, pop locking in the back. Oh god. Oh shit. But Tony, did you see the top ranked card over the weekend or no? Did y'all watch that? I missed it. I was too busy watching Haney Prograis.
Yeah, I was
Yeah, I was
mostly watching
watching
Haney Prograis.
What about you, Tony? You see it? Did you miss it?
No, I missed it. I was watching Haney Prograis. Who was on the card?
Let me see. Torres was on. He ran through. He ran through Curtis Harper. Then you had Shushu was on there as well. Who else? I think another couple
of saying Shushu. Fucking Floyd the fuck's his name? Floyd
Schofield.
Huh?
Schofield?
Yeah, Schofield.
Yes.
That boy right there.
He's good. I like him.
I
saw that first. It's like, okay, I haven't seen a lot of it. I gotta start watching his fights. I need to go back and do some. I gotta do a Schofield marathon now. After that.
Yeah, he gonna be a problem. Like he gonna be a real fucking problem. Yeah. So I mean, he's there. Andy Cruz is there. So those are two.
Also, I like
135.
I like Top Rank has a guy Raymond Murataya. You know who that is?
I've never watched him fight.
He's good. You check him out. He's real good. But 135 is stacked, man. It looks promising. It does. Got a lot of guys up there.
The only question is Shakur going to stay on top? Is Tank going to stay on top, or are they going to get beat?
Well, you know, he's going to be real picky and choosy. We know that. We know what Tank's going to do. But Shakur, that's another matter entirely. We'll see.
I don't know, man. The thing about Shakur is like he had a bad showing in his last fight, but it's not like I don't know. Like
it's funny. It kind of reminded me of the Nicotilia fight. Like it was pretty much this was worse recently, but it was kind of like that. But then afterwards, he came back out and gave off 3 or 4 great performances after that. So I don't know. Maybe it's just style wise, you know, it's I don't know. I mean, I'm still my opinion about Shakur still hasn't changed. I still think he's good. He beats a lot of guys. Still think he beats Tank. Still think he gives a lot of guys the 135 issues. But
yeah, because after that fight, he beat he knocked out Herring.
Yeah, he stopped Herring.
He beat Valdez.
I just see him stopping Herring. If I'm being honest, it's like
no, I didn't either. But I mean, he completely washed him.
It could have went on, in my opinion, but it's just because but still I didn't see the stoppage coming. But he did that. Then he scored Valdez, Conceição as well, that like dominated him, then beat the
Japanese dude.
The Japanese
cat. Yeah, and then Santos in the last fight.
Yeah, so
but I don't know, like Santos didn't do anything, in my opinion. Like there was times when he was just standing there, not throwing shots and just looking at him. Like I don't know. I'm torn on that fight. Like Shakur didn't have a good performance, but neither did Santos.
That's what I'm saying. It's like don't blame shit. It's like Santos really didn't do much either in the fight. Honestly, you know what I mean? They were pretty much both doing.
Even his coach was telling him, "You got to put some pressure on him."
Yeah, that's why I'm like torn with that fight. Like I can't really be that hard on Shakur for that performance because the other dude wasn't doing anything either.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like everybody's kind of like pissing all over Shakur. It's like, y'all know the other guy didn't really fight back either, wasn't doing much either, right? I mean, everybody wants to just rush and blame Shakur. Then he just wanted to say, "Oh, Shakur." Then even Dale said, "Shakur, what the fuck did you do?"
But that's the thing. Everybody want to turn non-knockout artists into knockout artists. Like that's all people really care about on the casual level. They just want to see somebody get knocked out.
That was like his easiest fight, pretty much, because all he had to do was sit back and just pick his shots.
Yeah.
But like, horrible to watch. I mean, but still, I still feel Shakur won.
Yeah, I mean, it's not fan friendly at all, but hey.
But I mean, I think if Shakur was to fight Tank, it would look the same fucking way. He's not going to engage Tank. He's just going to do what he needs to do to out-jab him and win.
He's not going to want to get knocked out. He does not want to become a highlight reel.
Shakur by UD. That's how it goes, in my opinion.
But I will say this. Devin Haney at 140, he does look like he carries a lot more power.
Yeah, because he dropped Regis, which I didn't think would happen, and he hurt him.
That was the first time I ever seen him drop anybody like that at all.
Yeah.
Because, he's known to be, they call him, feather-fisted Haney. So
I think that, like, the last time he dropped the guy was the guy he knocked out. The last guy he knocked out, what was the guy's name? Moran? Antonio Moran?
Uber driver.
Yeah. When he slapped that guy, I think that was the last time he got a knockout and dropped someone in the fight.
To me, it makes sense. I always said the dude was either born with bunny paws or the other thing was he was just draining himself way too much. And now it makes sense because with what Michael Benson said that during that fight, his last fight, he came in at 165 pounds. That means he gained 25 pounds by fight night.
So he's pretty much a middleweight in there.
Yeah, which he's probably about 170 pounds on a day-to-day. So
yeah, he did say that. You ever watch his interview with Bradley Martin? Because Bradley Martin was talking about he could beat him up.
I think Bradley would get him.
Well, yeah, like in a street fight for sure. But but Haney was telling him, "Is like, I'll be too fast for you. I'll just piece you up, and you wouldn't be able to do anything."
Yeah, but boxing and street fighting are different. When you land a punch, I can grab you. The's no referee to separate us. Like,
by the way, Tony, I just want to clear something up right quick. You remember like a while back when Devin fought George the first time, right?
Yeah.
And you said George won. You were trolling, right?
No, I'm dead serious. I thought he beat him.
Oh.
Hey, I guess. I'm gonna tell you like I told everybody else. I guess body shots don't count. I mean, there was a lot of fucking sites that all was scoring it like I was seeing it that had Devin losing that fight.
Tony.
Hey, I tell you one that's really big. DraftKings, they were doing their own live scoring that dictates their bets, and they had fucking Devin Haney losing that fight. And they don't often get it wrong because they got a lot of money on the line.
By the way, Tony, I'm gonna drop my address in the private chat because I want you to mail me whatever you're smoking. You need to
watch that fight back. Watch that fight back and watch how many times Haney gets tagged to the stomach.
I saw it.
Nah, you need to watch it again. You need to watch it again.
What about the rematch? He won a rematch though.
He definitely won a rematch.
He won that. I mean, that was.
All right, well, let me ask you about George's last fight against Maxie Hughes. If you say he won that fight, I swear to God.
I know he definitely lost that fight.
What?
I said
no. Cambosos lost that fight.
I know this girl named Maxie. Hey, Cambosos won that fight. I don't care what you say, man. Cambosos won that fight. He won all 12 rounds. It looked like Beevil in there against Canelo. Like he completely styled on Maxie.
He's not going to do so against Lomachenko.
Loma's going to beat him. And with this,
Loma might just knock him out just because.
I want to see, because now that the titles are vacant, I assume that they're probably going to fight for the IBF belt. That's what's going to happen.
It's the IBF they're targeting, which is kind of surprising that it would be WBO, but hey.
I mean, Loma's number one for the WBO, but not.
I don't know, man.
Cambosos is not in the rankings. But they could just put it on. They honestly could put it on the line in that fight, though. They could if they wanted.
That's what I'm saying. They might as well.
Right,
might as well if it's all vacant.
I'm telling you this right now. I'm starting to believe that Lomachenko has to get knockouts to win because this dude gets shitted on the scorecards every time. He got shitted on against Toledo. He should have beat Toledo. Toledo hit him with 1,000 low blows, headbutted him, hit him with elbows, not one warning. And he still outboxed him and lost that fight. Against Teo, I thought it was a draw. I thought Lomachenko won the second round and then won rounds 7 through 11. And Teo won the 12th round. And Teo won round 1 and then 3 through 6. I thought that was a draw. Teo got that win. Then against Devin Haney, that was fucking daylight robbery. Like, I gave Devin Haney every single swing round. And I still had it 7-5 for Lomachenko.
I had it 8-4 the first time, then a rewatch I had it 7-5. But either way, Loma won it, in my opinion, too. Yeah. It's like I feel like if he doesn't knock out George and it's a close fight, George Kambosos will get the fucking decision. They don't like.
I think he still kind of is a draw at Top Rank enough that he would still win because Kambosos is just mostly, known in Australia. Besides that, I mean, he's known over here too, but relatively speaking, he's not like a USA draw. Whereas Loma is, not for nothing, still a draw in the U.S.
Well, Bob Arum purposely, in my opinion, I cannot prove this. This is allegedly, Bob Arum purposely robbed Lomachenko because he wanted to re-sign Haney. That's my truthful opinion. That he did that shit on purpose, thinking he was going to keep him, and then Haney left him. I've seen Bob Arum do this shit before. He ended up leaving
anyway. So
I've seen Bob Arum do this before. Hold on, AJ. I've seen him do it before. He did it with Manny Pacquiao against Bradley. He also did it with Manny Pacquiao against Jeff Horn. And he's done it to several other fighters. Whenever they get older and he think he can't make money off of them, he lets a younger dude who should have lost win the fight. That's just how I see it. I can't prove it. It's all a legend. But yeah, I think Bob does this shit on purpose.
Well, the thing is, even if that's the case, even if so even if Loma did get the nod or whatever, you give him the nod, the Shakur fight would have been next. Then honestly, I think Shakur would have beat him. And that would have been a passing of the torch to him.
I mean, maybe.
Yeah, that would have been a cash out for Loma.
I can see it playing out like that.
I mean, it would have been smarter for Bob to do that because by letting Devin win, he walks away with the belts. Whenever if Loma would have won, who should have won, then the belts would have stayed in the house with Shakur.
My opinion, honestly, if Loma if he fights George next and wins, or he picks up the WBO or IBF or just one of them, retire.
I don't know if he will. I think he still wants to be undisputed, so he may go for a title run.
Oh man,
it's just
him and Shakur in that weight class, right? Who else? Like in terms from Top Rank's perspective.
Well, Shakur will be the biggest name in 135
because he's the only one that's got a belt there right now. The rest are vacant. So
yeah, so if Kambosos versus Lomachenko, it would be IBF, IBO, because he's gonna have to get the IBO too. So
does he the way with IBO? Does George
Kambosos is the IBO champ right now?
Oh, okay.
I like the IBO belt. I wish we'd get rid of the WBC.
I like it too. It's legit. For not for nothing, everybody in the 90s, if you're the champ, until all the Klitschko's reign, they always had the IBO belt.
That's true. Even Lennox had it.
Who was the first IBO champion?
Lennox?
Nope.
Damn.
Roy.
Was it Roy?
Nope. Go back further.
Even further than that?
Yep. He was one of the four horsemen.
Oh,
was it Leonard?
Nope.
No.
Hearns?
There you go.
Tommy Hearns had an IBO for which class? Super middleweight?
No. Was it light heavy or cruiser? Light heavy or cruiser? He won it.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, you're right. He did.
That's right.
All right.
But yeah, he was the first one. And also another caveat off the IBO. Did you know without the IBO title, Manny Pacquiao would only be a 7 division champion and not an 8?
See, fair enough.
Yep.
I don't know why it wasn't like kind of legitimized. It was like a legitimate belt in the 90s. Everybody had it in the early 2000s, throughout the 2000s. But then, it's considered a lower tier world championship, like the WBU, if you guys remember that belt.
I remember. Yeah. What up, Virtuoso?
What's good, AJ? What's up?
What's going on, Virtuoso?
How you doing?
What's up, Chuck? Yeah, I kind of jumped in because, like, I actually wanted to express this opinion. I was never under the impression that Shakur would ever knock out Lomachenko. I just didn't believe him when people would bring that up. That if you were to fight him, he'd run into a punch or something like that. I don't think that was, like, he has considerable power, probably, just a notch above Haney's, but I don't think it was that. I don't think he will be able to land like a solid blow consistently on him, based on the way he moves, and he doesn't handle pressure well. That he resorts to clinching.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, you still think he wins though? I mean, he would beat him.
Not in the cards.
Well, he wouldn't beat Loma on the cards.
No, I think he would beat Loma on the cards.
You would. Okay,
yeah, he would.
Okay.
Based on what I saw with Haney, because they do fight similar. They like to use their gauge distance and very be outside fighters, but yeah, I don't think they'd be able to keep shape with him, because the way he just like stays in front of you but keeps shifting the pocket from left to right is really not something you could replicate. And that was the thing that I worried the most about Regis heading into the last Saturday's fight.
Well, I will say that I think Shakur is a lot more of a negative fighter than Haney is, because Haney will actually get in the pocket and mix it up in every single fight that he's in.
Yeah.
Whereas Shakur is very risk apprehensive and he doesn't really take chances. So I don't know, like,
I mean, I'm
gonna be honest, I think a young Lomachenko beats all of them. Like, I just think they're lucky that Loma's old, and that's what it is. Like,
yeah.
I mean,
but Tony, I think in the Conceição fight and the Herring fight. Well, a few of Shakur's fight, he has stayed in the pocket and traded when he wasn't so risk apprehensive as you put it. I mean,
but he only does that when he's outclassing the person he's fighting.
That's true.
If those fighters keep up with him or they land shots on him, he'll go very negative every time.
I think he's done that with punchers. With Nekatalia, he did it, and recently with De Los Santos, he did it because those guys could crack. And he even said Nekatalia could punch. He felt his power.
Yeah, but I mean, we've never seen Haney become that negative ever.
No. Yeah.
But that would have been a good fight. I would have liked to see Shakur and Haney fight, but Haney said, "I'm not going to pay you what you want to get paid, and because you want to be greedy with his money, I'm going to just go up here to 140 and beat Regis."
I think the fight could still happen. Probably 147 though. So
I don't know, man. I don't know if Shakur could get up to 147. He's small.
He's still he's a young bull. Like, he will always be like that. Like,
you think 140 is captain?
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's naturally small. Like, you could tell, like, he doesn't really gain much weight whenever he gets into the ring. Like, he looks about the same. Kind of like, how Floyd Mayweather pretty much fought where he walked. That's how Shakur looks at 135. He looks like he's fighting right around where he walks.
I also wanted to bring up the difference in physique in Shakur's last fight. I mean, it was so night and day, man. Like, you can see De Los Santos' back muscle, like, it's like, that thing, he looks like he's built for power.
Because Shakur is more soft, you're trying to say?
Yeah.
I still think because he's still young. Like, he doesn't have his, as we affectionately say, he don't got his man strength yet.
Was he 26 or no?
I think so. I feel like he still has to grow into his body. Maybe he can make 147 because look at, I mean, maybe it doesn't he have like kind of similar dimensions to Danny Garcia.
Well, you got to understand, he's already in his third weight class. 147 would be his fifth.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
Oh, yeah. You're right. That's true. Yeah, he turned pro feather. I forget. Yeah.
Wait, what about like AB? AB was kind of like that, no?
Yeah, but AB didn't do shit at welterweight.
That's true. I mean, he beat Paulie and that was it.
Yeah, like, and then
he took his belt and his girl. So
he did. Well, he took his girl before he took his belt. Bruh, man, I'm sorry, man. You couldn't do that shit to me on national fucking TV. You take my bitch and my belt, man. We taking this shit, like, this got to become real fast.
No,
like,
Paulie said that was his side piece, though, so it wasn't.
Nah, fuck that. I don't give a fuck if it was my side piece. Like, nah, bro. We about to take this some real ass shit. Like, one of us is going to be in the morgue and one of us is going to be in jail because this shit ain't about to ride like this. Like, you ain't about to do this to me on national TV. Fuck that. Like, AB fucking destroyed that dude. Paulie's funny, though. Like, that dude still, like, talks about Conor McGregor in every fucking interview he does. Like, he won't release the whole tape. Like, you ever listen to him talk? Like, every interview he has, he brings up Conor McGregor.
But he lost to his boy in that bare knuckle boxing, so I don't know what's,
Oh, yeah, you talking about Artem, whatever the fuck his name was?
He lost that bare knuckle boxing fight, so.
You know who's really good? And he beat Artem in bare knuckle. Denise, I can't remember his last name. His first name is Denise.
Denise?
Yeah, Denise is his first name. He's at 135 too, but nobody talks about him. He's very Lomachenko-ish in his movements.
Oh, I think I know he's the Barenchik. Let me see. Hold on. Let me look up. Let me see if I can find. I know you talking about Dennis Barenchik. That's the guy. Yeah, that's him.
Oh, him?
He's actually he's number two. He's number two by the WBO. Yeah, Dennis Barenchik. That's the guy.
Are you guys also watching that Jake Paul fight this weekend? Is it this weekend?
Hey, I watched Jake Paul fight. Like,
I'm gonna check it out. I mean, I really want to see the co-main though. I mean, that's what I'm looking forward to.
I think that's on Friday night.
Yeah,
I'm gonna watch it. I think he's probably gonna lose because he's getting in there with a dude who's actually a boxer that had I don't know. Maybe this dude was paid off. I don't know. Because this guy ain't got no fucking name to him. So maybe he just took a paycheck and he's going to... Like, I don't believe any of them UFC fighters took a dive. I don't think Nate Robinson took a dive. But, like, if anybody going to take a dive, it would be this motherfucker he's about to fight. But if this dude is legitimately fighting him, I think Jake Paul could very well lose very badly.
You know what's so sad about the Nate Robinson, like, knockout? Like, I knew that was coming before it happened. I was just praying. I just wish the referee had just stopped the fight or waved it off because I knew he was about to get slept. Like it's just that we're all hardcore, so we know it's like it's coming, and you just kind of want it to be stopped, but then it happens.
Well, yeah, I mean, he was knocked down like 2 or 3 times before it happened. Like I mean, I
don't mean to laugh, but it's like, I'm just praying. I see shit like this. Like, please just stop it now. Please don't let this don't let it happen, please.
look, when I saw Nate Robinson practicing in his boxing gym in some J's, I was like, yo, this dude about to get his ass whooped. Like, who the fuck shows up to a boxing gym in fucking basketball shoes that's actually about to fight? Like, bro, you ain't taking this shit serious.
How do you feel about Tommy Fury and Roy Jones fighting?
Next.
Are you serious? Is that a thing?
Yeah, that's what
you didn't hear about I told you didn't hear about that.
No, my God. Oh my why, Roy? Why? Yeah. Oh my gosh. Roy, you know, I've met Roy Jones in real life. I went to his boxing gym in real life. Like, oh my gosh, you about to get your ass whooped by fucking Tommy Fury, Love Island. Like, are we serious right now?
Tommy has no shame. I mean, like, I understand that this is but if you do this, you have no shame, bro. It's like, just don't, like, I mean, this kind of reminds me of the whole when Evander Holyfield fought on Triller against was it Belfort?
Oh yeah.
That made me
'Cause-
sick. That made me sick to my.
Yeah, that was sad to see Evander go out like that.
Evander was so slow. That dude was so slow. How did he get a license? How did he get medically cleared? Like that dude couldn't even fucking move.
Everybody involved in that should be ashamed of themselves. Like that was criminal for them to do some shit like that.
This is about to be criminal. What Tommy's about to do to fucking Roy.
I'm praying that doesn't happen. I'm praying that doesn't happen.
I don't think I don't think Roy won't get like knocked out, but I feel like what made me sad is that he lost to Anthony Pettis.
Oh yeah. Was that on points?
Yeah.
Okay. That's just a sign right there to just like walk away, don't do this no more. But it's like, I mean,
it's like the biggest like cash grab he could have had was the Mike Tyson fight. That was pretty much everybody wanted to see that from a long time ago.
But did you see how bad he looked against Mike Tyson?
Yeah, he looked really bad.
I mean, watching that, I realized this was a cash. They got us. This was just nothing but a cash grab. Like that. Like they got us. Like,
I mean, Roy stands. Oh my, the dude's like he's got to be like 54, 55 years old.
Yeah.
Like the fuck, nah, bro. They need to revoke this man's license. Like, nah, fuck that. Nah.
No, he's not even. It's not even like. Yeah, I don't even know what to even call it because it's like, what those like Showtime fights, meaning like those super fights in terms of like just for entertainment purposes. They should just be exhibition. It should be like licensed to where somebody could get knocked out. Like it should be like a glorified sparring match. Pretty much like how they used to do those celebrity boxing back in the day.
Prodigal, the last fight that Roy had was against that bodybuilder that was like fake. Did you see that shit on YouTube?
Who was that?
Roy Jr. He had some fake fight against a bodybuilder.
Oh yeah.
That his last pro fight?
No, it wasn't even a fight. It was like to promote like some game or something like that. They did like a fake promo type of fight.
Yeah, it was complete trash. And I like Roy, but Roy about to get fucked up. Like, I don't even care if it's an exhibition. He's going to get fucked up. Like, this shit is stupid.
No, it's not an exhibition. Like, I think it's, like, legit because Tommy Fury is ranked.
Bruh, I don't even want to be on this live no more. Like, that shit just hurt my heart. That hurt my soul. Like, Tommy Fury is so fucking bad, and he's about to beat the shit out of Roy.
Because it's like a cruiserweight fight, and that's what Roy fights at now, cruiserweight, or did. So it might legit go on his record, which I hope it doesn't.
Well, does that mean Tommy Fury's going to the Hall of Fame for being a Hall of Famer?
Yeah, of course.
No, I mean, well, that's like saying like Danny Green will go in the Hall of Fame for beating Mike Tyson back in the day.
Nah, I just made that joke because there's a lot of people on here that be like, "Oh, if you beat a Hall of Famer, he's in the Hall of Fame."
No.
That'll be they main thing that people say on here. Hey, what's going on, Mark Anthony? How you doing? But
Tommy Fury should have fought freaking Shannon Briggs, man. How about that?
Oh, get the fuck out of here! Shannon would knock him the fuck out.
That's my point. That's exactly my point.
Oh, speaking of that, Shannon Briggs is about to fight.
What?
Yeah, he's about to fight Rampage.
Yeah, they've been talking about that for years, though. That should have been happened a long time ago.
I thought that was a joke.
No, they're gonna really fight February.
Every time I think of Rampage, I think of him as Mr. T and A-Team.
That's funny.
Just
Shannon's hilarious, though. Did you guys see him and Brittany Renner almost got into it?
No.
Oh man.
No.
She threw a water bottle near him or something, and he barked on her, and then she tried to bark on him back, and people were telling her, "You do not realize who that is."
I'm about to look this shit up.
Yeah, you gotta watch it.
It's one of the funniest fights I've ever seen. Like it was him versus Lennox Lewis. Like that movie. Sorry. It's kind of like just what happens when keeping it real goes wrong. Like he just Lennox dropped him so many times and he just wouldn't.
That's how I felt about with freaking Derek Chisora and Klitschko when he like slapped him.
Yeah. Let me see. He. Okay, he slapped. Did he slap Vitaly? He slapped Vitaly, right?
He slapped one and then like spit water in the face of the other one.
Yeah. Okay, I was remember. Yeah. Sorry, you spit in my face. I'd have tore him to pieces, bro. You spit in my face. It's on.
Champ. All that man says is "Let's go, champ." Like.
I miss when he was trolling Vladimir. He would always show up to wherever he was. Pushed him off his paddleboard. Eating his food in the restaurant.
But you know what? He wouldn't fight him though, Vlad. Like after all that, I gotta fight you. Like
yo,
hey, yo,
probably crazy. I think Vladimir was putting him up to that.
You think he was in on it?
I really do. Because how do you keep fighting this guy wherever he's going? like you just keep showing up. Like it just doesn't make sense.
That was like the troll of the century, just trolling him everywhere he went.
Somebody from his campus tipping him off, and like, okay, you come here, we'll give you this, you do it. You know, come on now, man. Like really, like especially the shit at the restaurant. It's like, oh, come on, bro, have some more. What? And it's like. Because like, okay, Vladimir. Okay, let me ask you this: like, if somebody poured water on your head, are you really gonna like sit there and just tear up the table and smash shit, or would you go after the guy who did it? I'm asking y'all. Would y'all do that, or would y'all like just destroy the plate of food, or just like, or actually just tackle the guy who threw water on you?
Definitely tackle the guy who threw water on me.
And he didn't do that. All he did was just mess up the plate and just throw the shit off the table, like do all the crazy. I'm like, bro, what do you? That's what I'm saying. It's like, nah, he's in on this shit. This is some prank. This some prank shit.
Yeah. I think most of that was staged.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it had to be. I mean,
it was funny though.
Yeah, it was really funny.
Tony, I didn't get an answer from you. What's up?
My bad. I walked away. I was getting some food. So I had a dilemma, right? I wanted some ketchup. And I'm looking through the refrigerator. I don't see the fucking ketchup nowhere, right? I'm looking high, I'm looking low, I'm looking left, I'm looking right.
What you eat?
Was for these like little chopped up potatoes that are kind of like fried. But and I'm eating pork chop with it and broccoli. But anyways, I go and get my girl. I'm like, yo, do we have any ketchup? And she's like, yeah, it's in the refrigerator. I'm like, where? I'm looking. I don't see it. And she's like, she gets mad. I'm like, can you find it? I can't find it. So she's standing behind me. I open up both the drawers, right? I'm looking. And then she's looking at me like I'm fucking crazy. On the bottom fucking thing on the side, there's ketchup like camouflaged in there. Like, I don't understand how women find shit. Like, they have everything scattered all over the place. There's no organization to it. And then she just be like, bloop.
So, like, so your missus moves stuff in the fridge, is what you're saying?
What's that?
She moves stuff in the fridge? Like,
yeah, move, like one thing, and there's the ketchup. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that happens to me a lot too. So I put shit in one spot, but then somebody the shit gets moved, and I got to scour the fridge to look for it or whatever. Else. So, but still, you gotta have ketchup packets, man. I usually have those as a backup just in case.
Packets, I need to do that. Have something like the little drawer by the knives or some shit, so it's easy to find.
Yeah, I got a little basket next to the fridge. It's like there's ketchup in there, mustard, honey. Barbecue sauce, some ranch in there, just in case I run out and shit.
That's a smart idea. I need to do that.
You can thank McDonald's or Burger King for that. So
yep, save all your packets. Save all your packets.
Yeah, I save all my shit, bro. You never know.
Hey, look, AJ in the chat. We got Evander Holyfield.
Okay. What's up, Evander? You want to jump on the panel?
We talked him out.
Yeah.
He said
you got your old ass knocked out by Bill Ford.
I don't even understand how they let that fight happen.
Neither do I. It's like that just proves
you know what?
At its highest level.
Actually, Tommy Fury should have fought Anderson Silva, if anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he fought Jake Paul.
Yep. And Tommy Fury, he's nothing but a YouTube fighter in disguise who's masquerading as a professional boxer. So.
Exactly.
Yeah, like he can't fight. He's not good.
Because he's not
I thought Jake Paul beat him.
You thought who beat him?
Jake Paul.
Yeah.
Once again, the knockdown. You know, he got the home cooking. That's why he won that fight.
Like,
I mean, what really did it for me is how he started crying after the win. It's like, is this dude really crying? like, is he seriously crying?
Because he's a cruiserweight, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
he's back. Yeah. He is now.
He would never be. He can't even be any of the top 10 in any of the sanctioned body. Probably even the top 20.
He probably don't even beat the top 30.
Yep. It's a shame though. We made this guy a multimillionaire off of not actually boxing.
Because after he fought Jake this last year, he's not going to go back to fighting on undercards.
He can't fight. He can't fight a regular fight anymore.
YouTube boxing. That really did. That after he fight KSI.
That's all he should do. He probably just going to fight KSI or somebody now. That's it.
Oh, that dude is so trash.
Wait, actually, no. Didn't he already fight KSI?
He did.
No.
Who you talking about?
Tommy Fury.
Oh yeah,
he fought KSI. He fought KSI.
Yeah, he beat him. I thought you were talking about Jake Paul.
No. I mean, who else is there for Tommy Fury now in the YouTube sphere?
Nobody.
That's pretty much it. He's like the top YouTube dog now, I guess. Pound for pound of the YouTube fighters.
Well, now he's fighting Roy Jones.
That better not happen.
He's fighting Roy Jones.
I might have to start a petition on Change to stop that fight if that's announced. I'm serious.
I think it already was announced.
I think it's going to be in Saudi too, if I'm not mistaken. Either that or the
Who
UK.
the hell? Oh man, jeez.
Well, wasn't him and Mike Tyson in Saudi, if I'm not mistaken? Was it?
No.
It was like Florida.
Oh, okay. I was just shocked that WBC gives them BLM belts. That was something else to me.
That was nonsense. Then piggybacking off of sensitive, it's like, what the hell? Like, what the hell does Black Lives Matter have to do with this?
Pandering.
What you say?
Yeah.
I said pandering. Yeah, this just been announced, my dude.
Oh no.
Oh no. If anything, Roy has been helping train Jamal Charlo.
Right.
I don't know if that's translated into him per se, but you know, he did help out Jamal.
But let me ask you this: who do you think, if Inoue beats Tapales, who should get the Fighter of the Year nod? Should it be him or Crawford?
It definitely has to be Crawford. I'm sorry, the Errol Spence win. That was like the top win, but Inoue also had like a really great run of form.
In my opinion, you can pick either one. In my opinion, it could be a tie.
But so wait, if he beats Tapales, he would be 2-time undisputed.
Correct.
Right?
Yes, he would. Yeah.
Just
he
like
would have done
Crawford.
it in a year and 2 fights.
But the difference is Crawford only fought one. And
that's also true.
Twice. So
that's true. You're right. Yeah.
I mean, I would say.
But Inoue hasn't even been in the weight class that long.
But he's also been like on a serious run of form for quite some time.
Yeah. I mean, literally 2 fights ago, he became undisputed bantam. Then like 2 fights later, he's undisputed at super bantam. It's like, yeah, so you know, and that's what I'm saying. It's more significant because he hasn't even been in the weight class. He's only had 1 fight there, and he's about to have another, and he's fighting for undisputed. And if he wins, it's like, you know, with Crawford, like, I know no fault of his own. He's been there for a while, and even though he did need to win 1 fight to be undisputed, he's been there for a long time.
I also don't like how they stripped him of the IBF like right away like that.
No, of course.
That's messed up.
And then they emailed Bruce Ennis, who could have fought Crawford. Okay, so this is the thing that's so crazy. Boots could have fought Crawford on 2 different occasions.
Yep.
He could have fought Crawford whenever he could have been the WBO mandatory, but he left the WBO to go to IBF to fight Earl Spence Jr., right?
Yep. And when Black Prime sent him the offer.
Yep.
Before the Avanesian fight. Yeah.
Yep. And then instead of Crawford fighting David Avanesian, he could have fought Boots because they sent him the offer and Boots turned it down. Now Boots, who dodged him twice, gets to get emailed a title. It's bullshit.
No, but you still got people saying that of course, just idiots saying that Crawford is ducking Boots, did this and that. Right. It's like, all right, okay, right.
That's really idiotic to even say.
I mean, we just told you it's like his dad even came out and said, like, honestly, if I was dad, his dad pretty much just exposed himself. Like, you pretty much should have just kept your mouth shut. I don't know why you did that. You know what I mean? Because that just made you look even like that made you look even worse.
Boots ain't that good. I don't think he's that good.
You know who I really like? Brandon Lee.
Are you kidding?
I think he's okay.
Brandon Lee, the one who got knocked out. Like,
yeah, just for entertainment purposes.
Okay. Entertainment, okay, cool. He's gonna get found out. Like,
because he's 140. He's at 140, right?
He is, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean,
entertainment-wise,
entertainment-wise, he's good for TV.
But in terms of like him becoming like a champion, or like becoming top dog,
I mean, maybe a WBA regular title. That's probably it.
Yeah. That's as far as he goes.
You don't really hear nobody talking about him though.
No, because he's been quiet. He's not in like. I mean, he's like, isn't he like 24-0 or something like that?
No, he's got like 28 wins or some shit.
Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, he should. Technically, he should.
If you look at who he's fought, the guy's fought absolutely nobody.
Hold on.
He should be a contender.
Yeah. He is got 28 wins. I was right.
Wow.
But look at his resume. Like, nobody's on here at all.
I'll tell you who's going to be on his resume. Roy Jones Jr. Playing that
Who?
I said Roy Jones Jr.
Oh.
Oh, man.
I don't know, man. I'm still thinking about Roy getting basketball time.
I'm gonna have to reach out. Roy, please don't do it. Like, just don't do it.
Well, you're not far from him. He's in Vegas now.
Is he?
Yeah. He opened up his gym and he moved it from Florida to Vegas.
I mean, he has gyms everywhere, though. Like, I was even shocked that Floyd Mayweather has a gym in Russia too.
I can't go there. I can't go there though, because if I see Jamal, I'm gonna throw an orange at him. So
what the fuck?
No, Jamal's back to training in Texas. He doesn't train with Roy like full time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gosh damn, an orange?
Yeah, an orange. I don't like Jamal. I vacate the belt, you fuck, and cut your hair. That afro shit ain't working.
Not fucking orange, man. He just need to fight Tim Tszyu.
He won't.
No, he's trying to chase a Canelo payday, or now that what he really should fight is Caleb Plant. So it's one who slapped you like you stole something.
No, Caleb wants that fight. He's been calling for it. Caleb's been calling for it.
That's who he should really fight. He's talking about Benavidez and Canelo. It's like, dude, no.
Yeah, but Caleb's not good. Jamal.
But do you think Caleb has enough to be a Jamal?
No. I think I'll pick Jamal over Caleb all day, because I know Caleb runs out of gas after 5 rounds.
Yeah.
What about Adames? Adames, his mandatory.
I don't know who wins that.
He really should just fight as mandatory. I don't know what's the holdup.
Well, he's had a mandatory for what, 3 years?
Pretty much. That's how long he's been holding on to that WBC title.
The WBC is they're allowing him to do this shit. I mean,
I don't understand why they just didn't make him champion at recess. That's all they had to do. to
We
keep
know why.
the belt in circulation and to keep the division moving.
Well, the PBC pretty much owns the WBC, so there's that.
Brown paper bags.
And WBA, because it's also the same thing with freaking. How do you have a 160-pound title being contested at I think like 156 or something like that?
Yeah, catch weights. Yeah.
How do you have a catchweight for a title belt at 160 between Lara and Garcia?
It was allowing Canelo to do that shit for years.
Well, that's Canelo weight, right? That Canelo weight, what he was like 155 or something like that.
Yep.
No, it's funny. Like I just it's so easy for Canelo to get a title shot. All he has to do is ring. Hello, hey Mauricio, what's up, man? It's Canelo.
There was a time when he didn't like the WBC. They did him greasy one time, or they said something he didn't like, and he was boycotting them, and then they appeased him with those like trinket WBC belts.
Yeah, like the Mayan belt or the wheat shit. The sub belt crap they wait. But let me wrap up.
The
all
Mezzo
I
belt.
have to do is call him Mauricio. Hey man, how you doing? Hey, what's up? Canelo, what's going on? Could I get a title shot? Oh, well, you know, we got these, but I really want one. Okay.
Because if I'm not mistaken, didn't he like drop his WBC belt when he went to fight Liam Smith for his WBO belt? He just dropped all his other belts.
Did he? I'm trying to think. I know he vacated the belt when they ordered him to fight Golovkin, which I thought I was surprised because but yeah, he trying to remember. Not sure.
Because he moved up to middleweight, I think, after the Liam Smith fight, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Let me see. Canelo. And that's when he started that catchweight crap. That was the fight that he had with Amir Khan. That was at the 155 shit.
Yep, that was a Canelo weight that he kept having Canelo weight for people.
Yep. Oh no, wait. Okay, so that was before the Liam Smith fight. My bad. They went down for Liam Smith, won the title from him. Then Julio Cesar Chavez. That was actually at super middleweight. That was like I think he came. That was like 166. Then after that, he fought Golovkin. After that, so yeah.
Yep.
It kind of makes you wonder what would happen if he would have. I mean, see, I always told myself like when Triple G fought Kell Brook, then when Canelo fought Amir Khan, they should have switched opponents.
Yeah, that would have been an amazing fight between Kell Brook and Canelo. Actually, that would have been really good. Actually, let me see.
Oh no! I mean, Kell Brook should have fought Amir Khan and Triple G.
Oh yeah, that should have been then. Yeah, that was the perfect time.
Yeah. See Laura Angulo.
What's going on with Alicia Baumgartner, man? You think she's coming back anytime soon?
She's still posting on social media, looking real cute and stuff. So, not sure.
Has she been cleared from being excellent as well?
It's funny you say that. She posted some stuff on her Twitter saying like how she tested a hair follicle in a private lab. I don't really know how that's supposed to clear you. I guess. But technically she hasn't really been cleared yet. It's like, you gotta get cleared by the people who, said you're negative in the first place. So it's like I don't really know what that's supposed to do per se.
Because Eddie Hearn has developed this new scheme to where he just keeps them out of the media for long enough, and then they just come back to boxing like they never busted. Conor Ben's about to fight Eubank while he still has no license. And that's still ongoing. And then Baumgartner, she's probably going to come back. First off, this bitch should have been stripped. My girl Medusa, Leonardo, should be the fucking champion right now.
Well, she's not, so too bad.
Nah, that's bullshit. Like they didn't even reverse. They didn't even fucking reverse the victory to a no contest.
Yeah.
That's true. They should have done that.
I like Medusa though too.
Man, Leonardo would have beat the fuck out of her if she wasn't juiced to the gills like she did the first time.
Now, let me ask you this. Do you think she would have beat Mayer when they were supposed to fight and she was pulled suspiciously? You remember that?
Yeah, I think she would have beat her.
See, makes you wonder.
Well, didn't you originally say, Tony, that Mayer beat Baumgartner?
Yeah, he thinks so.
Yeah, I thought Mayer beat her.
What about you, Prodigal?
You know I'm gonna have to go with Baumgartner.
No, I know. I
See, the problem is y'all are blinded by the cheeks. The cheeks that have been
we're good.
increased in size by the serum.
I was looking at the body work as you pointed out previously. The body work.
But I'm not gonna lie, the cheeks did blind me the first time watching the fight. So, but then on a rewatch, I cleaned it up.
Well, there's no rewatching it. There's no cleaning it up because she still comes out twerking before the fight, and then everything from then on, you just don't see. You blinded by the booty. That's all it is. You just seeing cheeks.
Ooh, that's a whole lot of woman. That's too much woman for one man.
Yo, speaking of women, this will be the last topic before I end this live. Y'all see Shields get knocked the fuck out?
I did.
That sparring, right? Yeah.
Like something's really wrong with her.
She's talking about she could beat up Keith Thurman. Who else? She said she could beat up Rolly. Who else?
But what got me is like after she's saying that happened, she said she went to a car and was gonna stab somebody. It's like, okay, so here you are saying you're gonna actually go like literally murder somebody on camera. Like, what? Are you out of your mind? Yes, she is. Like something seriously wrong with that woman. And what cracked me up is how Rolly came to her defense, right? And then she starts attacking him.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
It's like this chick don't like nobody, man. It's like good God.
Yeah.
And like if I ever see her, I might run.
You know why she thinks the padding was removed out the gloves? Because for the first time, a man didn't fucking hold back and just hit her ass. Like she's talking about, I beat up all these men in sparring, but she doesn't even realize that these motherfuckers aren't trying.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, it isn't like in sparring. Don't you hold back usually in sparring? You don't fight. You don't go all out in sparring.
Yeah,
right?
You're not supposed to like try to kill somebody in there.
Yeah, like sparring
even
is
though
not
you got some
fighting.
spazzy dudes, but you're not, especially when you're sparring like a female, you're not trying to like put a hole in her.
No.
Yeah. I mean, sparring is not actual fighting. It's like sparring.
But the problem is, though, in her deluded mind, she really fucking believes that these dudes were trying.
She's probably the type to be spazzy. She'll probably try to like hurt a dude, and then when they hit her for real, then it's a wrap.
Oh, then that's a problem. Then it becomes a problem. Then yeah. So
I remember, Tony, you had a story like that once, right? You were saying you were sparring with some female champ or something like that. I remember that story.
Oh, I've heard the story.
Yeah, I usually get paid to spar with this girl who would come down from New York to Alabama. Silver gloves, golden gloves, and Olympian boxer. Not gonna throw her name out there.
You put it in the private chat?
Nah, I ain't gonna throw her name out there like that. But anyways, I used to get paid to spar with her, right? And I used to hate sparring with her because I would hold back and this bitch would try to knock me out. She would do everything she could to knock me out. And I'm like holding back as much as I can. And then one day I came to the gym and I just wasn't feeling good. I had a bad day. A lot of bad shit had happened. I told her, I was like, look, I'm having a bad day. Don't hit me in my face. We'll work to the body. First thing this bitch does is hit me in the fucking face. I told her again right after she did it. And I'm looking at her. I said, look, I had a bad day. Don't hit me in my face. The bitch hit me in the face again. I leaned back, threw all my weight behind my straight right, hit that bitch, slept that bitch, broke that bitch's nose, and then I got told, don't ever come back to this gym. Okay, whatever.
You gotta tell me who she is now, man. Put it in the private. I can tell.
There was just one punch. That's all it took. I just
Tony, leave it in private. I promise I ain't gonna tell. I promise.
Nah, I ain't gonna put it in the private. I ain't gonna do that.
Damn, man. I'm dying to know who that is now.
That's an in-person story. He can only probably tell you that in person. Yeah.
I mean, it's not that hard to find out. Like you could probably.
Are they currently boxing today?
Maybe. Potentially.
Yeah, okay.
That's a strong probability.
Can you say the weight class?
yeah. You say the weight class.
Because you know, also females be fighting between different weight classes, so you
If
can
I
give us a
give you
range.
this picture of all these females, could you circle the one it is?
Probably.
Maybe.
No. I'm not going to call her out like that. Just know that I wrote pictures. No.
Well, I mean, she would have to also be, to give her work, she would have to be relatively bigger, right?
How long
Or
ago
a
was
decent
this?
size, like a decent sized woman, I guess.
Not that long ago. A few years ago. Not too long ago.
Okay.
Hey, you said she was an Olympian?
6 or 7 years.
Okay, 7 years.
You know what? I'm done talking. I'm done.
So she was an Olympian about 6-7 years ago.
That narrows it down. Not really.
You got to look at like the USA women's team, I'm assuming. So. I think I might know who it is, actually. I think I might.
Bro, keep shit to yourself.
Will do.
look at actual. He said incriminating yourself. Yeah, like I've done talk too much. I've spoken too much. I'm not saying no more.
I think I know who it is too. I think I know who it is too, but I ain't gonna say nothing.
But anyways, there's a huge difference in men and women's strength, and a lot of women don't understand that.
Yeah.
I can't believe. Yeah, I was just watching a podcast about this. This girl literally said, like, there was a podcast talking about this exactly, and she was like, my mom could beat up Brock Lesnar, and she was serious about it.
My what?
Her mom could beat up Brock Lesnar, and she was serious about it.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God.
And her mom is only like 5'2", 100, maybe 40 pounds. Talking about her mom could beat up Brock Lesnar. I was like, you got to be joking.
So I will say this. There's a dude that comes on YouTube. Fuck, got like the hiccups from the food. Anyways. Fuck.
Drink some water.
Fucking, I spoke too soon after eating the broccoli. Anyways, there's a dude on here named Get the Smoke. Don't let him hear you say that, Prodigal. He'll say your sizes like me.
Yeah, I know who that is.
Like, huh?
I know who that is.
Yeah, the dude will be like, your sizes. Somebody 5'2" could definitely beat Brock Lesnar. Your sizes.
A 52-year-old, 5'2", 140-pound woman is going to beat a 6'3", 265-pound man. Stop being sizes.
Well, no, he was a massive Spence fan, so I heard enough.
Oh no.
Yeah. I mean, PPC fan in general because he liked Wilder too. But the guy, he made me laugh. He was amusing. But he said that he thinks of 5.
So this is what it is. This is what it is. Okay, this is what it comes down to. He always says this shit. There's another guy who has a channel named Dub Rightside who he's not built like me, but he outweighs me. He's like 275 to like 6'5", so he's a big dude, right? And he calls him sizes too, because I don't know anything about Dub. I don't know if he can fight. He might just be a big dude who can't fight, and of course, a little dude who can fight would probably beat him. But anyways, I know I can't fight. But I digress. The point is this. Smoke believes that there are 130-pound men out there that could beat my ass when I'm currently 235. Like, I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck who it is. There's not a 130-pound man alive that would ever beat me in a fucking fight. It ain't gonna fucking happen. There's not one. Not any. Not none.
We know Anui's got your number.
Let me tell you something. That motherfucker like a lawn chair in a real fight. Like in a boxing ring. Now I will be honest, in a boxing ring, and I haven't boxed in years, like he might get me. You know what I mean? He might be able to get me. He might. But in a street fight, that motherfucker ain't got a fucking prayer.
This is what I'm saying. But there's weight classes for a reason. This is why these things aren't. We don't get like these crazy, like what do they call them? Like Godzilla fights. Like when they used to have the small Japanese dude fight like Bob Sapp or somebody.
Shit, I gotta watch that. Yeah, I gotta watch Godzilla versus Kong. Thanks for reminding me. Anyway.
Oh yeah, the new one that's coming out.
Yeah,
There's another Godzilla movie out right now. Actually, I think.
Yeah, Godzilla like Zero.
Yeah, I heard it's really good.
Yeah.
Well, of course it's good because this one's actually made by the Japanese versus American people
versus the American one. Yeah.
Look, whenever I was a little kid, I had all the Godzilla movies. I had like Godzilla toys too. Like I used to love Godzilla. Like you got the son of Godzilla, got Mothra, Rodan. Like I know all about Godzilla.
Yeah. King
I'm
Ghidorah.
assuming you like the
Space Godzilla.
What'd you say, AJ?
I'm assuming you like the King of Monsters. What'd you think of King of Monsters? The American one, the one that came out like 3 years ago. So
yeah, where they went to like the middle of the earth.
Yeah, Middle Earth, all that. So
yeah, it was all right. Like I still like the old throwback ones better.
Yeah.
You don't like the one from 2000, do you? When Godzilla had babies over around New York City?
No.
New York City. Oh my gosh. Right? He looked like a big lizard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just an iguana that got mutated.
No, that shit was trash. That shit was pure hot garbage, ass water. That's what it was. Nah, fuck that. I hated that movie. That shit was horrible. I didn't like the other one with the dude who played in Kick-Ass either.
Oh yeah, that was the first one. Yeah,
that was the first new Godzilla one. Yeah.
I'm like, they're doing a new MonsterVerse thing.
Yeah, you know who that actor, by the way, he's gonna play Kraven.
Kraven the Hunter. I know. Yeah. That actually looked pretty good. I saw the trailer. I caught it. So
how? I don't understand Hollywood casting. I don't get it. Like Kraven is a big ass dude. That dude is skinny.
Got in shape though.
Yeah, he packed on some size, but he's not like Kraven size.
Yeah.
I mean, Kraven has got to at least be a
Kraven should be like The Rock, actually, or like a Roman Reigns type of deal.
Tony, you still haven't seen The Punisher, have you?
No, I never watched it.
Why?
I did watch. I watched Reacher. I like that. That was good.
Season 2 on the way this month, FYI.
So. Yep. That's a good show.
See, that's a show, AJ, that I could believe. I could believe Reacher because you know what? He's actually a dude with some weight behind him and some height to go with it. I could believe him doing that shit. Tom Cruise doing it, I find it hard to believe. The dude's a great actor, but I can't see these little dudes doing that shit.
I mean, you know why that's why the show was made, right? Because the author of the novel said that I'll respect the Tom Cruise, but I'm looking for a guy who could actually, it looks like the guy in the novels, and that's where they did the new series and cast this new dude.
I didn't know that, but it makes sense.
Yeah. You see, because he said the movies were good. Tom Cruise did a great job, but I'm looking for an actor who could actually, I'm looking for the physical embodiment of the character, how he looks in the novel.
I prefer the show more too.
So do I.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise could kiss my ass. No offense.
Don't say that shit. Scientology will be at your door tomorrow.
They'll come after you. Take you away. Wind up in a cornfield.
I say Mission Impossible is more his speed. The new movie was the recent one was actually pretty good. The Dead Reckoning. So
there was another show I watched too. I can't remember the name of it. It was with the dude who plays Homelander from The Boys.
Banshee.
Yeah, that was good too.
Woo! Oh man,
that shit was good.
Very underrated show. Very underrated.
Actually, you know who could have been a really good Kraven? Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they didn't cast him in that role. I mean, I guess they want him to be Hyperion or something.
So,
well, Henry Cavill. I don't know if y'all know what it is, but he's doing a TV series right now, Warhammer 40K.
I heard.
Yeah, that's right. I like that series too. Space Marines. Yeah, that's a pretty good series.
So, I just found out about 40K like 2 years ago, and I've done watched so many YouTube videos on like the mythology of it. I guess it's a board game. But I've never played it.
It's a tabletop game. But people go hard. People go hard in 40K, man. It's crazy. Like collecting some of those like figures, actually, that's an investment. Oh my god.
Was that AJ?
You obviously The Witcher, that show on Netflix that he did.
Yeah, I've seen The Witcher.
I started, but I didn't finish. I couldn't really get into it.
The Witcher season 2 is good, and season 3 is it's okay. Season 1 to me was kind of trash because like you're jumping all over the place. You don't know if it's the present, the future, or the past. Like
that's what it was. It seems a little bit scary. I meant to finish it, but I just couldn't really get into it like on first glance. I probably saw a couple episodes, but that's about it. Maybe 3, but yeah, but that's it. So
yeah, season 2 was good. But the show that I really missed that my people fucked up was Luke Cage. Like Luke Cage season 1 is like one of the best series, and then they had to make it more mainstream for my people. Season 2.
That's what it was. It's like I noticed that it's like season 1 was good, but then there was something about season 2 that was really different, and it seems like which hand like that's the word. Thank you. So that's pretty much what it was. Yeah.
Didn't they merge him too with his wife, Jessica Cage or Jessica Jones? I mean,
nah. She had a own show that they did.
Yeah,
that lasted 3 seasons, and they actually had a bunch of them popping in and out through each other's shows. They had Iron Fist guest star season 2. Then they made what they do. I mean, they were popping like a lot of the characters bounced around between each other's shows.
Then they had the Defenders, right? So
yeah, correct. Yeah. But but Tony, you still haven't seen Daredevil or the Punisher, though, right? Or no?
Nah, I ain't seen either.
Bro, I'm telling you, you gotta watch.
He's so little. It's a little dude.
Okay, just watch.
Did you like the Punisher movie?
Watch the first 2 episodes.
Yeah, the Punisher movie went hard.
Did you see both of them? Like the first one? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I saw both of them. I like the first one better though.
Yeah, like
with Thomas Jane, right?
Yeah.
That's the one that you showed me the YouTube skit of. Like that guy right there.
I remember. Yes, I sent you that one. Yeah, that was actually a sequel to that movie, kind of like a short sequel. So yeah.
Like that guy right there, I could see him being the Punisher. Like he ain't that tall. I think he's on like 5'10", 5'11", but he's got weight behind his ass. Like he's got size, he's got mass. Like he looks like he could do something.
I'm telling you, John Bernthal killed it.
That dude can't fight, man. I'm looking at it.
Dude, watch this shit, dude. You gotta watch it. I'm telling you.
It's
very. They make it very believable. It's not like he doesn't take punishment. He does. I mean,
that's Shane from The Walking Dead, right?
Yeah. He did. I thought he did a fantastic job.
Little dude. He too little.
Tony, I'm telling you, just watch. I'm telling you, just watch and see what you think. Just
You're not putting respect on Shane's name.
Come on, bro.
Look, the first
dude, help me out here, man. Help me.
Punisher for that first movie would drag that Punisher. That's all I'm saying. Like the first Punisher would drag that dude from the TV series.
Do you feel that same way about Blade, like Wesley Snipes versus
Blade? That dude. Like if it wasn't for Blade, there'd be no Marvel. Like that man made the fucking movies. Yep. But the difference with Wesley is this. And I always thought Wesley was tall. I like my mind exploded whenever I found out he was only like 5'7". Like he looks tall in the movie.
No. Yeah, he's only like 5'8". Yeah, Wesley's small.
I thought it was like 5'10" or something.
No, he's only like 5'8".
Yeah, he little.
Oh shit! Damn.
But he hires a bunch of short people to be around him, so he looks taller. Like he said his contract.
That we're talking about Blade. Let me ask you guys something. Okay, so I've seen the Blade movies probably like I don't know how many times. Mm-hmm. The third was the worst, of course, because Ryan Reynolds was just Deadpool in that movie before he was Deadpool, more or less.
Right. you know
like Triple H with the Pomeranians? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
AJ, he actually did that movie so he could get the role as Deadpool.
No shit.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. Damn. Well, I guess it worked out for him. Took like 20 years till he played him, but still, it worked out. But okay. So y'all know when Blade was like wounded, right? And he was about to die, and every time he drank blood. Why was he so strong?
Because he never drinks blood. So like. At his normal baseline, he's at his weakest.
Because he took the serum. I mean, he's still strong, but he took the serum though.
But the serum's not the same.
No, it's not the same. I mean, it provided nourishment to like so he doesn't.
No, it suppresses. It suppresses him.
Yeah,
it doesn't give him any nourishment. It just suppresses his hunger. So, like when you see Blade fucking up all the vampires, that's Blade at his weakest, and he's still fucking them all up. Whenever he drinks blood, he now becomes what he truly is.
Like just with an actual like vampire type dude. Or,
well, he's like a hybrid because he can
he's a
walk
hybrid,
out in the sun and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like blood.
Because a perfect example of how strong he was. I remember like how when in the third movie when he was being interrogated, like he was weak because he needed the serum, but then when he got it, he proceeds to kick Triple H through like several walls. And that was when he took the serum and he wasn't weak anymore. But then when he drinks blood, he's literally like just going through motherfuckers and like making vampires ash upon blows, and he's just super like it's like he's a vampire super soldier or some shit.
Yeah. That's what it is. It's because he's always at his weakest, and then whenever he drinks that blood, he gets fully like he unlocks his full potential. We'll say that.
Got it. Okay, for sure.
But but the thing about this, AJ, is like the difference in Wesley beating up all these dudes is believable because as Blade, he is a half human, half vampire. He's supernatural. So there's a reason behind his strength. Like he's not just some fucking dude who puts on a Skull t-shirt walking down the street. Like he is supernatural. So it's believable. The dude from The Walking Dead is not believable. Like that dude, no, like there's not a woman that would cross the street when he walks by them. He's not intimidating at all.
Like, hey, I mean, like, I was thinking the same until I saw the series. Let me say that, and he did a damn good job. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying like just give it a chance. Give it a chance. That's all I'm saying. That's it. Just I know you give it a chance.
I can't do it. I just can't see it. I can't. Reacher, I gave Reacher a chance, and it was very good.
Did I tell you to watch that? I did, right?
You did.
Okay, cool. All right. Okay.
But I can't get that little dude a chance. Like I just don't believe it.
All right, I'm holding out hope one day.
Even if I watch it, I'm gonna be like, I just can't. You gotta understand.
Let me see. Actual. Oh, what's up, Actual? What's going on? Anyone see Blue Beetle? I saw Blue Beetle.
No, I didn't see Blue Beetle. Was it good?
Yeah, I didn't see it either.
It was okay. It had its flaws, but it was all right. No, it was decent. You know, it was aimed towards the Hispanic community, so you know, kind of a movie for them for the most part. But it was all right. Not too bad. Not too bad. Y'all there?
Yeah, I was putting stuff up.
Yeah.
Yo, Iceman, Bruce Lee was not a fighter. He can't fight. That dude's a martial artist and a movie actor. Bruce Lee is a fucking myth like a dragon. Like, no. I'm sorry.
You mean to tell me Bruce Lee can't beat up Michael Jai White?
Really?
Nah. Michael Jai White would drag that motherfucker. I'm mad that he retracted his statement because of all the hate he got. Like, he laughed at that question. He was like, yes, I would beat up Bruce Lee. This dude was 130 pounds. I'm 227 pounds or whatever the fuck he said. And then he just comes out a week later like, yeah, Bruce Lee could beat me. Like, get the fuck out of here. You don't believe that shit.
Because it was like he can't go in on like, you know, the master. Like Bruce Lee's like a cult figure for all martial artists. So it's
he's iconic.
Saying you could beat up Bruce Lee is like, I don't know. Like, it's like saying you could beat up Muhammad Ali. Like, ain't no way.
Nah. He entered the dragon, man. Come on now.
That's almost like saying you could beat up Chuck Norris.
For real.
And nobody touches Chuck Norris.
But here's the huge difference. Chuck Norris actually did fight.
Yeah, Chuck Norris is a legit fighter. He's a legit fighter.
Whereas Bruce Lee never fought nobody. Like, I don't get it. Like, this motherfucker's not a fighter.
He did demonstrations, Tony, with the 1-inch punch.
Oh, yes. Wow.
Stand here. Let me put my hand here. Now let me punch. Oh, yes. That's how a real fight works. Just...
I bet you told him how far back to jump, too.
Like, I'm telling you, like, Bruce Lee has such a cult following on YouTube. I've seen these martial artists that like be waving their hands and knocking people over just through their chi.
Fun fact.
Magic.
Bruce Lee's also a national cha-cha champion.
That too, he is.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, something to dance in. That's like Lomachenko is like a national like dancer too.
Oh, I had a debate. That's what he's talking about. Yeah, I don't even know how I lost that debate. I think the judging was extremely biased because the guy that I was debating didn't even lay out one fact about Bruce Lee being a fighter. My whole point was to be a fighter, you have to fight. And he provided zero evidence that Bruce Lee was a fighter, but yet I lost the debate.
Even Jean-Claude Van Damme was a fighter.
He was.
Yeah, briefly. Yeah, he did kickboxing. Well, I mean, even
he's got
that movie.
I mean, like, honestly, like, I still laugh when I watch Street Fighter and whoever's decision it was to cast him as Guile.
That movie was terrible. Oh my gosh.
AJ, you mean to tell me Guile doesn't have a French accent?
Yeah.
Or Belgian? Yeah.
Like, I mean, I just watched this, like, and it's like they completely sidelined Ryu and Ken. They're the main characters of the series, especially Ryu. You know what I mean? It's like they're just.
Didn't they call him Ryu? You ever used to get that when you were a kid? It was always Ryu versus Ryu.
Yeah.
How to pronounce his name?
Matter of fact, there was actually a Street Fighter adaptation that came out like 10 years ago that was pretty good. It was like a web series. It was called
I like that series a lot. Yeah, that was a good series. That's how I felt about the Mortal Kombat series they had, like when Michael Jai White was Jax.
Oh yeah, Legends. Yeah, that was good. Yeah, I like that too. The new movie didn't really do it for me, if I'm being honest.
That movie was trash.
Okay.
The current one, yeah.
I prefer the 95 one over that one.
Likewise.
Yeah, that one was good. MK1, the real one.
Like, I mean, what had me dying about y'all remember? I'm sure y'all remember. Y'all remember the scene where Liu Kang fought Reptile, right? And he kicked him through the wall, and then they played the techno and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, where the hell was Johnny Cage the whole time? And he
was hiding.
He didn't help.
No, he was over there smashing Jade.
That's what I was like. What the fuck is Johnny Cage in? It's like, you didn't just see this dude get kicked through the wall. Oh, but I just love little plot holes like that. That shit just makes me laugh. That's all I do nowadays when I watch movies and TV shows. I just pick apart shit, like, kind of like how in the new Creed movie, right? Creed 3.
Yeah.
Like, y'all see it or no?
I saw it. I didn't really like it.
Yeah, I saw it.
Okay, it's like, how could one guy become a champion in one pro fight?
I mean, that's what's crazy because he's not ranked when you think about it logically. He has no ranking.
Yeah, I mean, he was a late replacement, and they had to kind of shelf and find somebody, so he was. But how could he actually go in there with no pro experience and win?
How is his titles on the line as well?
Because it's 16 years old. He taught Adonis everything he knew.
Yeah. But
and then they had the Dragon Ball Z fight
with Jose Benavidez was a heavyweight.
Yeah.
That's what doesn't make any sense. I don't understand why that wasn't just. That's why that's why it was killing me with that series is that all of them are heavyweights when realistically they should have just been light heavyweights.
Yeah,
because technically he was a light heavyweight champion when he fought.
Exactly. It's like he was a light in the first movie. He was a light heavyweight, but then the sequel, he's a heavyweight and goes past cruiser.
Yeah.
Well, how's that work?
This makes no sense.
I mean, the thing about the last Creed movie was this. I feel like it was Michael B. Jordan's first time ever being a director, and because of that, it was kind of like scattered all over the place. It wasn't very put together well, in my opinion. I didn't even like the final fight scene where they did all that slashing and shit. Like,
I mean, it was they were going Super Saiyan. They had to go Super Saiyan.
It's like they have the first round or two goes by. Then it's in some caged prison scene. It's like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, what? Then out of nowhere, 2 minutes later, now it's the end of the fight. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, like in the intermission, it was like spoken poetry or some shit. Like, where the fuck did we just go? We're on another motherfucking plane right now. Like, this ain't the fight.
I mean, and also one major issue I had is that Rocky's whereabouts were not acknowledged whatsoever. It's like he just disappeared. And they didn't explain what happened. I mean, I know why Sylvester Stallone wasn't involved. I mean, but still, it's like they could have at least, explained what happened to his character, because like you don't just act like it's like he didn't exist. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, that whole franchise is fucked up. Imagine being the main actor of the movie and you're the one that wrote the script for all the movies, but you don't own the rights.
That's some BS. I know. I can understand. That's why
it has a comic book series too, which is crazy, which is all about Creed now.
I didn't know that.
I mean,
and his daughter becomes like a champion or something.
Like if Michael B. I'm not trying to disrespect the guy. You just sound out of line by saying this. If it was me and it's like, if Slide is not going to be a part of it, you'll have to write, okay, I'm not going to make anymore. That's it. Because I wouldn't feel right doing it if it was me personally.
Yeah.
Especially you align with, Rocky was your trainer, and then you align with like the old school Creed team, which I mean, okay, it makes sense, but still.
The only thing I will say about that third Creed movie is I loved how Jose Benavidez came out with that mask on. Like his ring walk was like on point.
That was the best entrance ever that he ever had.
That's how I thought he was going to come out in his last fight. I thought he was going to do the fucking Creed entrance.
Yeah.
I mean,
Tony Bellew did when he fought for his title, I think. Well, he fought Usyk, I think.
I was thinking they cast Jose Benavidez as the heavyweights. Like, they might as well just got David for this shit. He's a lot bigger.
And he probably is a heavyweight whenever he's not cutting 4 fights. But I'm about to end it here, y'all. I appreciate y'all hopping on, chilling with me for this last 2.5 hours.
For sure. It's good to have you back, Tony.
I don't know if I'm back. All right. I don't know. Like I've just lost my inspiration, knowing that at any moment I could get flagged for nothing, and then I got to fight the flag, and then it's like I spend time making fucking videos just for them to be wiped out of existence for a week, 2 weeks, or 30 days. Sometimes it goes 30 days, and the whole time I got to fight this shit for 30 fucking days. It's just stupid.
Do you not do you have like a backup at all? You ever have a backup channel?
Nah.
Something to consider, just in case. Or if you move to a different platform, possibly.
Yeah, I thought about trying. I think it's called Rumble, but I don't know. Their layout looked weird.
Yeah, I heard of Rumble.
You said what?
That's how I heard of Rumble. I know. Yeah, I heard of Rumble. Never used it, but I heard of it though. So
yeah, it looked weird. Like I don't like the interface.
But yeah, but as long as you pop in and out every now and then, do a live stream, that's cool, I guess. So.
Yeah. What do you? I think I missed. Didn't you do? What's that? It's the UK channel. What's that guy? What's his name? You go on his channel sometimes.
Oh, you're talking about Ultratech.
Ultratech. I remember you were supposed to go on his channel, but I missed that show. I think you guys were going to talk about something, and I totally missed it.
Yeah, I've been on his channel quite a bunch. Like he's invited me numerous times to talk about boxing. But yeah, I'll be over there.
But gents, it's been a pleasure.
Yep, likewise. All right.
Hey, have a good night. I'm off to bed.
All right. See you guys.
All right, sir. Till next time.